Okay, welcome back. We have a very exciting night tonight. A lot of stuff happened last week. One is our players finally got away from the tavern. They've been stuck at that tavern for a month now. Um, and so they're really excited to get out and do something. Um, real quick, because we have a couple players that have to run eat, we'll introduce everybody. Let me just start. I'll go in the order that you are on the screen. Joe.
Hello, everyone. My name is Joe. I'm playing Celine Radovan. She's a female human gunslinger, bounty hunter by trade.
Nice. And Amanda.
Hello, I'm Amanda. I'm playing Ardal, the female halfling cleric.
Awesome. And Corey.
I'm Corey. I'm going to be playing Kara, who is a cleric of the Tempest Domain, and she is also a bounty hunter by trade.
Nice. The bounty hunters. And Julie.
Hi, playing Locket. It's a subclass battle ready or something, and I have a really broken mechanic.
It works. And Allie.
Hello, I'm Allie. I'm playing Tylee the Dart, bard by hobby and trade.
Nice. And I'm Christopher. Apparently, I'm playing a little clockwork robot guy who jumped out of a window. And so we'll go ahead and get started tonight. While our players munch on their real life substance, if they all have some good berries for dinner. Um, okay, so real quick, just to recap where we are. Your players, the players, um, after a large fireball was set off on the street, our players went down to investigate, and they saw in the pile of wounded bodies, um, they discovered our bard Tylee recognized one of the gnomes that she had encountered previously, who looked to be carrying something, and they discovered in this gnome that there was a note that the gnome was supposed to deliver a stone to them, and it was Raynar Neverember's dad who tried to get the stone, but the stone was stolen. And and you'll have to correct me if I get the wrong person who found what out. I believe it was Lockett that saw the shadowy figure run off that was burnt, or no, Lockett discovered about this by talking to one of the shop owners. Anyway, so our players were through the discovery. I'll just recap this for you guys. I'm just going to read it straight for you. They discovered that the Dalkar, which is a little gnome, had taken an artifact called the Stone of Golar from Xanathar. He stole that from Xanathar. Dalkar worked for Lord Draught Neverember, who is Raynar Neverember's daddy. And this gnome is faithful to Lord Draught Neverember and believes that he should be the true Lord of Waterdeep. That he got robbed. Um, the Stone of Goldar is a key to finding a horde of dragons, and not a horde of dragons like ancient red dragons. In Waterdeep, dragons is gold. Dalakar is the one that was sent to find our groups, and unfortunately, before he made it, he was attacked. He was attacked by a little clockwork little monster called they're known as nimble rights, and so our players chose to um, go and look at the villa. Let's see here. You're supposed to know that. Let's see. You guys we're going to look at the Growlhund Villa because this somehow is associated maybe with the Zentarum or something. You're not sure how they're. It almost looks like there's several different entities going after this thing, and you guys went to the villa, and they quietly scaled the wall and came on the other side, in which they were attacked by land sharks, also known as shadows. Um, and and basically, as they were taking their final blow um, to these creatures, and ultimately they were victorious. As they were taking their final blow, they could see that they heard a loud crash, and glass flew from the upper balcony, and they could see this nimble right. They're not sure if it's the one that did the bomb or not. They were actually going looking for the shadow guy, and then see this, and he moves very, very quickly. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. They see him run straight to the wall, and he dashes above the wall. I did have a logistics question on the map. I saw that like Lockett and Ardal, did y'all stay on top of the wall? Okay, let me check Discord. Are you guys all muted right now? Like Ardal, you're muted. Okay,
Yep.
all good.
Yeah,
I
I
want to
stayed
make
up on the
sure
wall.
it didn't happen again where I lost my sound, because that's all good. So according to our map here, it looks like we've got Ardal and Lockett are on the wall. So if that's correct, then you guys would see this nimble right clear the wall. I mean, he ran a good 60 feet to get to the wall. I mean, it's like boom, 60 feet at the wall. You see him do a burst of energy of like a dash action, and you can see that he has scaled the wall and moved an additional 40 feet away down the down into the street. Because it's caught your attention, you can see even further away. It looks to be you're not quite necessarily sure the identity of it, but it looks to be a group of the City Watch kind of headed your way. And it's at this moment that, mechanically speaking, the surprise moment is over, and you guys can see the Ardal and Lockett. You guys can see this clockwork creature run again. It looks like it's covering about another 60 feet, which puts it right there with the guards, and they yell, and he yells. You just hear him say, after him, and you can see this. I mean, this little clockwork character is booking it. It definitely can make some distance, and that then takes us to where we are. So, you guys, at this point, it would from where you were at on the wall, the creature itself would be about 100, or no, actually, right at about 120 feet from you. About 100 feet away are looks like some city guard that's sort of discombobulated right this second. Um, when the glass broke, you can hear like fighting. You're adventurers. You know what a. It's not like a. You can hear clashing of weapons and swords, and shouting, and people getting attacked and hurt. You hear that upstairs, and you guys are downstairs, and that brings us to our where we are. So right now you're there. I will give you this little bit of a metagame thing. You guys broke into this noble's villa, and those of you on the top of the wall, it does look like the city watch is headed. At least some of them are headed your way. So I'm just.
Like, technically, we've only gone over the wall.
Yeah, it's not. It's not. It's frowned upon to scale the wall of a noble in Waterdeep. It's just. It's not. It's not. You know. It's But it's okay, y'all. Do as you will. You're pretty powerful. Okay. So right, yeah, there we are. That's sort of what happened, and now we're back up. Actually, before we jump, let's do our. Let me get you guys to roll for initiative, and I'll get your initiative for this evening. So as y'all call it out, I'll just do in the order that I've got you on the screen here. Celine, what did you get?
21.
All right. All right. And Ardal, what did you get?
2.
All right. That puts Ardal at the top. um, and Kara, what did you get?
An 11.
All right. And Lockett, what did you get? Lockett. Okay. Well, what about Allie? Were you able to go, Allie?
18.
All right. Okay. I tell you what I'll do then. I think Lockett maybe. Oh, there's Lockett. Oh, can you give us a quick initiative? I was gonna roll for you, Lockett, and you know how good I roll.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. No, 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 don't roll for me. No, no, please.
Anything but that.
I
Anything
don't. I
but
don't want a
that.
one. I can't wait till we get to the dungeon. That's gonna be a blast, man.
It'd be such a shame if I didn't get to use my brand new dice.
Ooh. It's something about brand new dice. Sometimes they always like you get them, you're all set up, and then you can roll
Ooh.
20s all day long. But the second you play, it's like one, one.
I got a 5.
Just for the sake, I gotta see what I would have got. Four, no lie, 4. So you could good,
Well,
good,
to
good for
be
you.
fair, I rolled a 3 plus 2, so
Oh,
yours
okay.
technically would have been higher.
Yeah. Hey, okay.
as soon as you mentioned dungeons, I have the sinking feeling I should have made his backup character.
Yeah. That's.
So
I
I
imagine.
have D&D Beyond. I have about 15 backup characters.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
I don't
I'm
even
good.
have D&D
now,
Beyond.
Lockett, you're up on the wall, and your character, the way you sort of played your character, you don't really seem to want to be noticed by the watch. They're not, they don't see you right now. They are, uh, again, you can see this as if he's sort of like sending some people after this clockwork, and then they're moving forward. But again, you don't necessarily cause alarm to him right now, but you can clearly see that actually, I can tell you exactly what you see. You see 20 soldiers, and you can see 2 griffin riders. Are y'all familiar with the griffins? These are the big eagle things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can see that you can kind of hear you hear a little bit of what they're saying, but it looks like he sent these griffin riders after this clockwork guy. He sort of motioned them to go after them, and he's like, you guys come with me. So it's definitely a lot. Can't quite make out who it is from this distance, but it's clearly city watch people, um, and that puts us at the Celine. You're up. It's plausible that they would have told you about that they would have maybe said to you, hey, dude. So
I can hear like the guards and the commotion. So the first thing I would do is run into the trees and hide.
yeah, yeah. So if you climb up in the tree, they're actually you don't even have to roll for climbing, but give me a hide or a stealth check, and you actually can do that at advantage because I think it's nighttime if I remember correctly. You guys were fighting shadows, so it must have been nighttime.
Yes, it's at night because we waited until nighttime
Yeah. So
to
because of
cover up
that, when
dark.
when you go in the tree, you can roll for advantage for your stealth check.
Oh wow. Okay. Well,
Don't
sucks
you have
either
one of those?
way.
You have one of your super inspiration dice, don't you?
I do have an inspiration dice. That's right. So I'm gonna roll that inspiration dice because it's a D6, right?
Yeah. Okay. I rolled
All
a
right.
dice to determine what y'all need to beat.
Let's see. I got a 13.
Okay. All right.
That was a
And
horrible, horrible
okay,
advantage
so
roll.
that takes us up to Ty Lee. You're up. It looks like Ty Lee's already
Tylee,
in a tree.
yes, Tylee would like to remain sitting in the tree, and I would like to hold my action to perform the greatest, prettiest bird call they've ever heard to make it look like I'm just so small, I'm just actually like a gorgeous night bird of some sort.
Okay.
No attention to the tiny halfling in the tree.
Okay. Now are you gonna try to hide too?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you can again you can do it advantage. It's at night and the trees are very hideable.
Okay.
Actually, let
I
me.
got a nat 20!
Oh, good. Okay.
Plus 20. I get
Yeah.
plus
Plus your
total of 24.
yeah. Let me tell you something that I will allow you guys to alter. If you hide in because the gate is here, okay? If you hide in this tree, it's going to be your straight roll. If you hide in this tree, it's going to be a +2, and if you hide in this tree, it's going to be a +4. And if you guys would have wanted to take advantage of that, because I'm assuming you're trying to hide from people coming to the
Yeah,
door, right? So I mean,
but
in your if you say, "Hey, man, I would have done that. I wouldn't have gone to your characters would know. Like if I'm trying to hide from somebody coming to the gate, I'm not going to hide at the tree right at the gate. I'm going to go to the one, far away from the gate. So
Yeah.
if you deem that,
I
if you
mean,
think your character would have done the most strategic hiding place, then that's going to be this tree over here. But it also puts you far away from what's coming in the door. So I'm saying I'll let you go back and kind of you don't have to re-roll, but you could do a +2 or a
well,
+4 if you choose if you
she
would
would
have not been
only.
to the
I mean, I would only go to this tree because that's all my movement would have gotten me to.
you could where weren't you at the tree?
No, I was like here.
I'm giving you guys a little bit of a special movement here. It's not following things perfectly. I'm giving you an because they're
It's
not.
not combat.
Yeah,
It's
we're
just
it's
what
I'm
you're trying to
yeah.
get
If your
Yeah, I
character
know.
wants to do that, you can do that. If you it's okay. You're not. I mean, because there are people coming, but they're not going to be here in 6 seconds. you know, they're like right now. They're. Let me say
Yeah,
this
I'm not.
for at least two movements. They're not going anywhere. So you
All
could
right.
easily have made it to there.
I'll
And
still. Yeah, I'll still.
yeah.
I mean, it gives me a 15 for a roll,
Right.
but I would
No, that's
still.
fine.
I would go to that middle tree
Right.
because I
Sure.
would want to see what's going on.
Right.
I don't want to be too far away.
Right. I was just thinking strategically, your character probably wouldn't want to be in the tree right at the gate. So good.
Yeah.
Okay. So and that's fine, and that's perfectly fine. So Ty Lee, let's see, Ty Lee, you're there. You got a
I rolled
24.
a natural 20 plus 4.
Okay. Are you gonna go to the which tree do you feel like you'd be the same way? Would you be at the one closest to the road, the middle?
I moved to the middle one because Tylee herself. I am not smart enough to know strategy, but
Yeah.
I saw Celine do it, so I'm gonna follow her.
Yeah. Okay, so you were 24, and that gives you it's 26 then. Okay, Kara, you're up, and again, you can if you have it, you can make it whatever you want to make. Like if you want to go there, you can go there.
I actually want to attack the nimble right with guiding bolt.
So when he jumped out of the thing, that was um as as you guys were making your final blow, That's when he it sort of all happened at the same time. He jumped out and he was already past the like on his initial movement, he made it all the way to here and past the gate, and then had his other movement to run. So you wouldn't have really had a way of there wouldn't really have been a way to attack. Not it's sort of
Well, guiding bolt is a range of 120 feet.
but weren't you guys y'all were fighting the weren't you guys fighting the thing? I mean, you can take a. I mean, I guess just for the sake of fun, if you want to declare that you took a shot at it, go for it. It's okay. I mean, it is insane movement these things have. But I mean, yeah, I don't care for the sake of fun. If you want to take a shot at it, let's see if because I can't remember from last week if y'all all had attacked or not. But for the sake of fun, take a shot at him. Like as
Yeah, we didn't
he's
get a chance to attack that guy.
yeah, no, he was moving at the like like technically your characters have the ability to be surprised, and when you're surprised you don't but it's okay, just take a shot at it. Let's see what happens.
Okay, so I rolled an 18 to hit.
Yeah, let me see. Um, Now does it stop him or anything?
No, it's just 5d4 damage, radiant damage.
Okay.
Oh no, I
Andy,
take that
it
back.
also
It's
lights him up.
5d6. Yeah.
Hang on one second. Let's see here. There he goes. Okay, you said you did a 19?
18 to hit.
Okay, yeah, that hits. And what was your damage?
5d6 for 20 damage.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking that statistically maybe one of y'all could have got a shot off at it, but we'll just declare that's what that was. Okay, so yeah, he's gone. Um so let's okay, so now we're
Like gone ran away, or like gone
he
is
okay,
was
I
taken
mean
out.
probably I mean I don't want to spend like all day on it. He in his movement he can clear 120 feet
Oh no,
in
no,
one.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't doubt that. You just said he's gone after she hit him for 20 damage. I didn't know if that meant
Oh
he
no no
ran
no.
away
Oh, I
or
got you. I got
he
no
had been
no.
taken
Oh
down.
yeah no no yeah he took a flinch and he scaled
Okay.
the wall. Well, I don't know. I mean, mechanically, it's theoretically possible that one of you guys got a shot off at him, and he scaled the wall. Um, then he took his now he was at the top of his turn, and then he's everything I described to you before. So now we're back up to our initiatives. Celine, you went and hid. Tylee hid. Um, Car, that what you did would have been in the movement prior. So what do you do on this movement?
Um, since he's out of spell range, she'll go ahead. She'll move over with everybody else.
With the middle tree or the okay, if you're on the middle tree, then do if you're doing a stealth check, um, then it would be you can do it at advantage if you're in the tree, and then that particular tree would be a +2.
Okay.
That tree's gonna be like full of people, and one of y'all are gonna fail it, and they're gonna be like blast a tree, and then it's tons of like one of those clown cars where the clowns all sort of fall out.
Yeah.
The fun part is going to be when one of us doesn't go in there and gets caught.
Go for it. Okay, what'd you get, Cara?
16.
Okay. Um. All right, and then Lockett. You're so again, like I said, you have enough to. Now you're at the top of the wall. You could slip on the other side of the wall. You don't have to. Actually, any of you guys
So
could have
where
done
are
that.
the guards
Actually,
at?
Y'all didn't have to stay. The guard. So imagine.
Are the guards on this side
Imagine
of
that
the
there's a
wall
no.
or
Yeah,
this
the
side of
guards are
the
on the other
wall?
side of the wall. They're coming towards it. You saw the creature jump and kind of as it was sort of at the top of the wall, maybe just for the sake of flavor. At the top of the wall, he took a hit of guiding bolt from Kara. He kind of flinched and shot past.
They
And
would have seen my little swinging halfling legs getting just 2 feet below the wall like last time.
yeah, so he. But right now, he's about 120 feet away from
And
where you are now.
as a person who has been in Waterdeep for 5 years, do I know whose house this is?
Yeah, it's a noble, and the noble's name
Would I have
is
ever seen him before?
it's a him and a her. It's let's see here. Let me get the name for you.
Do
Uh,
they have any children?
let's see. Oh, it's not. Hang on. Sorry, let me. It says Yala. Oh, okay. Yala Galhund is Lady Galhund is Yala Galhund. And she's known. You would be known to you. You know, she seems to always have this like a orc warrior, like like a bodyguard that you would have seen around. Her husband's name. Uh, let's see. Well, I mean, is there any particular thing that a specific name would affect what you're trying to find out?
No, I'm
If
basically gonna disguise myself
oh
and try and make myself look like a statue
yeah
on top of their wall.
yeah. So if
I was just wondering if it would myself look like them. If not, I have another idea.
well you could you would so one thing that may come is you could be like a gargoyle or something, like some an ornamental thing. If you want to, are you trying to make yourself look like a statue to make them think that you're one of the children or something up there, or
No, I just want to look like a statue, and if they have a child, then it would be reasonable to have a statue of their child on the premises.
on the thing up there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean we can
If not,
th-
if they don't have children, I have another idea, and it's just as funny.
yeah, okay, what's your
If
other
not,
idea?
if not worse. Okay, I'm gonna tell my rat to climb the wall, and it's gonna like crouch down with the way it normally walks on all fours, and it's gonna have its face to my face, and I'm just gonna turn into a rat that looks exactly like it.
Do you want to do that? Do you want to do that where you're like on either side of let me see here if I can draw this. So
Yeah, that would be
if you want,
smart.
you can do one here and then one here and kind of make it look like one of those phoenix entrances, you know?
Let's do that. So I have my
Okay.
rat
Yeah.
here, and I'm gonna crawl over here
Yeah,
and turn
yeah.
into a statue, and I
Yeah.
look exactly like my rat.
Yeah. Okay, so there's this ornamental thing here. And okay, so
That's
on that
cool.
then as far as the check goes, I'll just you look like an ornamental rat. Yeah. Um And okay, so Ardal, what do you want to do? So Ardal, you're also on the. Now you could, again, everyone's sort of staying in the thing. You can stay in there. You could go on the other side of the wall. Um. Uh.
Um,
You
I'm
could,
gonna stay with the party.
yeah. Then
I'm
you can.
gonna.
So you know that the tree here is the furthest from there. So if you're there, you want to roll
Yeah.
stealth at advantage and then add a +4.
Okay, and I have +1 to stealth, so that's 19.
Okay. All right. So yeah, so you guys are okay. So you're just kind of doing that, and so as this is going on, you're just hearing fighting in a battle going on. Um, you see out of the bottom floor, you can see two guys. Now y'all see this, and they don't see you. So you guys do have like surprise on this. It'd be 1, 2, 3, 5, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. They make it about here. They don't necessarily seem to be running to the door. I mean to the gate, but they are kind of running in this curved direction, and it looks like there's two of them, and they and you just you know you're not quite sure. They're just kind of, I mean, you're not sure. You just they definitely look like they look. Lockett, you if you're able to see these from where you are, they look like you remember guys when y'all fought way in the beginning at that warehouse. The guys that were kind of the ones that were uh, killed, like the guys in the very beginning in the tavern when you guys first had that attack and those guys were attacking you. These guys look
Yeah.
like that. They look, and they'd be known to those of you that know. They kind of look like the uh, Xanathar's folks. So that you see that you guys are.
They
Um,
coming from the house?
yeah, they came from downstairs and got out, and it's almost like they're. Um, I mean, like imagine a battle going on, and you get a couple of deserters. They kind of seem to be trying to save themselves, and that's how far they
Uh,
got till we get now to Celine's turn.
um,
So Lockett, you can assess that these people that are coming forward are probably going to be here. They would be at the gate in about um, uh, 18 seconds. I mean, I'm just
And
okay.
how far away are the guards?
Uh, like they started at 120 feet, but they're not like running or anything. They're not
Okay.
running toward the gate, but they're coming. The way the streets know they're
Okay.
coming in. Okay, so Celine, what do you want to do? You don't have to do anything. They don't see you.
um,
You just see them running out.
and so I see them run out, and it looks like they're running away, like frightened, right?
Yeah, because you can see that there's a battle going on upstairs. There's fighting and clanking. Obviously, something's going down. These guys came out. The nimble right came from the balcony window that busted out and ran. These guys are coming from downstairs. From your angle, you were able to see that.
Okay. All right, then I'm going to. Okay, so. 10, 15, 20. Okay, so I'm going to get out of the tree. See if this will work. 5, 10, 15, 20. So I'm gonna get out of the tree and kind of still be kind of like under the branches, not in the tree, obviously,
Yep.
of these guys. And I'm going to take a shot at the closest one to me
Did you
for my
roll?
first shot.
Did you roll a
What?
15 on your? Was it? I think it was a 15 on your
Yeah, it was
check one.
yeah, it was
So
a
you were
15 is
you
what
were
I ended
at
up getting.
a. Yeah, this is. Yeah, you'll get a reroll then since you're kind of moving out of it. Since you're moving,
Okay.
you'll get a reroll. I mean, on your
All right,
stealth, right?
for stealth. Okay.
Well, I mean, yeah,
I mean, I don't get any bonuses for stuff because I'm not a rogue, but I'll still roll for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't do that quietly. That was a natural one.
Oh no, I'm sorry. You didn't have to do the stealth against them. Are you trying to
Okay.
move to get into range, or what were you trying to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna attack them.
Okay,
So-
yeah. What's your range? I mean, that's 5, 10. They're only. If you were over there, there were
Oh, yeah,
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. What's your range?
Oh yeah, I'm not worried about being seen though at this point.
Yeah. Okay.
'Cause-
Sure.
The plan that I'm going to try to do is I'm going to attack them and then try to make the people inside the house believe that I was passing by and saw this stuff and I came.
Oh, and you're
to
helping
help.
out. Yeah. Absolutely.
So I jump out of the tree. I go running. I'm going to shoot first. I'm not going to roll that one because that rolled really bad. I'm going to roll for my first shot against the guy closest to me with my regular pistol. Ooh, that will definitely hit. That's like a 26 to hit.
Okay. Yeah. Let me get to. Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. It's not an ancient red dragon, so yeah, we know.
And all right. My pistol's 1d8. Where are you? 1d8. 1d8. So that's going to be 6 points of damage to him, and because of my gun slinger ability, I can attack with a light weapon, which would be my palm pistol. So I just flick my wrist, and a small pistol comes flying out into my palm, and I'm going to try to take a shot at the other guy over here with that pistol. Oh, that was not the roll. That's not going to hit. That's like a 7 to hit, 9 to hit. That was going to miss.
9 didn't make it.
Okay.
Okay, so you hit him for 6.
Yeah, so I hit the first guy, this guy, for 6 points.
Okay.
And that'll end my turn.
Okay. Ty Lee, you're up. You can see this going on at the where you are now. Now they are aware of Celine. They're not aware of you. Hey, you gotta unmute.
We can't hear you.
Sorry.
All good.
Tylee would like to help, but she mainly does not want to be seen right now.
Yeah, then if you do nothing, then you're gonna just keep where you are.
I will hold my action to cast Hideous Laughter when shit goes south.
If you get targeted or something.
Yes.
Okay, that's I'll do that. So if you're targeted, then you cast that as your reaction. Okay, that's fine. Okay, Kara. They're unaware of you.
Yeah, I think she's gonna also hold her action, and she's just gonna hold a sacred flame if they get too close to the tree.
Okay. All right. Now, in their current path that they appear to be doing, you guys you could project that they seem to be running this way. Like they're kind of they could have gone toward the gate. They did not go toward the gate. They're sort of veering over. Okay. So if you're doing that, then lock it. You're a statue.
I saw a gun go off, right? Like that's something that
Yeah,
I could see,
you
even
would
though
yeah,
he's
you
like
heard.
under
Yeah,
the
you
tree.
heard.
Okay.
Right.
I'm going
Seen
to
and
roll an
heard.
attack.
Now, if you roll an attack, that's gonna undo your thing, I guess. I mean, it's obvious
I won't look like a statue, but I can repose to look like a statue.
your statue thing will
Because
after
the guards can't see
after
me
this
yet, right?
yeah after this turn. So you could get by with it on this turn. After this turn, if you do that, they're gonna see you do that. They don't right now. So you can do it this turn, but you need to redo what you did. Okay, but go ahead. Yeah, if you want to turn, do a shot, and then turn back, they're not gonna notice at this moment.
Alright, well that's a 19 plus stuff, so I'm gonna assume that hits.
Yeah.
It's a D8. There's a D8. And that's 10 points of damage to this guy.
Yeah. Okay, and then that takes us to Ardal. You're up. So you're able to see from where you are, but they of course don't know you.
Okay, I'm just gonna throw a bless on Celine, Tylee, and Kara.
Okay. So because you're not really attacking, you're not gonna have to re-roll your stealth.
Okay. So you three, whenever you make an attack roll or saving throw for the next minute, you can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to the attack roll or saving throw.
Did you guys get that?
Sweet.
I did not hear that. Sorry, I missed it.
Yeah, add a
Okay.
D4.
D4 to any attack or saving throw for the next minute.
Bless.
I'll
Thank you.
allow. I will
Yeah,
allow
bless.
that to also apply to a stealth check. So if you guys do need to do another stealth check, I'll let you add that to that as well.
Thank you.
Okay, so that's Ardo. Okay, so Lockett, you do. Oh, did you? Are you able to turn back at the end of your turn, or do you have to take an action to turn back?
I still have this spell on me. It's not concentration or anything. I just look like a rat
Oh,
that
but now,
shot
yeah, you're
somebody
gonna
with
have
a
to like
crossbow.
stand still to do that. Okay, so you just stand
Yeah.
still. Okay, so
Yeah.
yeah, but so you do notice that they now move close enough that if you were to move, they're gonna know that you're not a statue. So they move, you
Okay.
see them move up. You guys would assess that they'll be there at the gate in about 12 seconds. Um, so that's the end of them. The Zentarum dudes uh, go after Celine, and we have a
Bring it.
2 plus 4 is a 6, and then a 13 plus 4 is a 7. No, wait, wait.
Wait.
I don't. Wait, no, I'm sorry. I was looking. No, it's not 13 plus. No, they're. Are you up in the tree?
No, I'm like underneath it. And
Okay.
underneath it, covered. The branches are above me. I'm not in the
Yeah.
tree.
Okay. They would have come to you like this. And yeah, the 13 plus 4 is a 17. That's what I meant to say. Is a 17 hit you?
Yeah, 17 hits.
Okay, so he does he takes out his mace and does 5 points of bludgeoning damage to you. That is the end of them. Celine, you're up. They are both on you.
All right.
So now your character's not necessarily sure were they going somewhere with a purpose or were they scared. You're not. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they are engaging in battle. So now your character would probably be questioning, were they running away? You're a little bit confused about how cowardly they may be.
Well. All right. So now what I'm going to do is put away my pistol and draw my short sword since they're right next to me. So I will.
You, I'll give.
Which,
I don't
which
think it's metagame to give you this that your character would know because you're a bounty hunter and you're aware of Waterdeep and things of Waterdeep.
Yeah.
You would assess that these people are not supposed to be here. You're aware. Your character is aware that the city guard is approaching. So I'm just throwing that out there because sometimes now if you want to just kill them, whatever, fine. But I'm just giving you that little bit of thing, just in the sense of if your character's thinking what's going to happen when the city guard get here, what is going to look like? Are you going to look like a hero, or like so you can? I'm just letting you know. So if you want to do like I'm not telling you what to do, but if you did like a non-lethal or something like that, or you can kill him. It doesn't matter. I'm just saying. I'm just kind of giving you a little bit of what Celine would know. I know your character would know. You would probably be thinking of stuff like that, like because you already said that. You said that's kind of what you were thinking. So
Yeah.
you may
No,
want to
I
kill
don't
him or
mind.
keep him. I don't. That's either or.
Yeah, I don't mind killing them.
Yeah,
At
go
least
for it.
one of them. Which one was the one that was already damaged?
The one that's most
this guy?
wounded is the one that's below you. Is the one that's most wounded.
This one.
The other one's fully not wounded. Yeah, the one down.
Okay, I'm gonna attack the one who I shot. So the one that's wounded.
Yeah.
I'm gonna attack him with my short sword. Okay. To be. It's gonna be a 16 to hit.
That hits.
Six. So that's gonna be another 6 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I can technically attack him again. I just don't add my modifier to the attack.
You guys get so lucky when I don't notice when stuff has multi-attack. Like, I'm so bad about not catching. No, I'm looking at this thing and I'm thinking the XP that it gives. Like if you think of, I mean, we all know goblins have like what 15 AC and what is it, 7 hit points or whatever.
Yeah.
This gives very low XP for what it can do. I'm bad about reading what they can do.
So I only got an 11 on my second attack, so I'm gonna assume that doesn't hit.
No, actually 11 does.
11 does hit.
Yeah, and
Okay.
Celine is now aware that their armor is 11.
All right, so he takes an additional 2 points of damage.
Okay, so anybody that's gonna roll on these guys, y'all know it's an 11, so y'all can How much damage you do to him?
2 points damage on that one because
Okay.
I don't get my ability modifier to it.
Okay, so Tylee, you're up. You can see that one is not wounded at all. One is pretty beat up. None of them have shown any aggression toward you. So if you want to, they're like, "Good job, Celine. Get him. You got this, Celine."
Yeah, slash. I was like, go, Hercules.
Yeah. Oh, Allie, you're on mute.
Sorry, I forgot I was muted again. If I do anything vocal, that would give away my position, wouldn't it?
You just have to re-roll, is all that means. And you have that.
I don't get very lucky that often.
No, but you have
Ardog verbal can be a whisper.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Ardog. Yeah. Oh, you doing a verbal thing?
If she wants to do a spell with a verbal component,
I'm fine with that.
Still
Yeah.
whisper it.
Yeah. No, I'm
if
fine.
I was gonna do a spell,
Yeah, if
or
you
I was
whisper.
gonna like whistle
Yeah.
at Celine for inspiration.
A whistle in
I forgot to.
in the scenario we're in
actually.
right now. A whistle's not gonna give you away your position. Okay, so Lockett is in a situation where her position could be given away, but
'Cause she's with a gargoyle.
you're not in a position where you'd be given away if you just did like a bird whistle or something that would not necessarily draw attention to yourself. Then you can do that. You don't have to re-roll your stealth. to do
Okay,
that.
I would like to do vicious mockery as my cantrip, and then I would like to inspire. So I'm like, dude, you guys are getting owned, God.
Okay, is that a save or?
But disguise it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think vicious mockery is a save. I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
No wait,
and then-
vicious mockery is it a save? Is it a save?
Let me check. Vicious mockery. I need a wisdom save above 13.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. I need to set my phone to where it doesn't shut off every 2 seconds. Wisdom. Okay. Wisdom save. 12. Look at there. Boom. Is that a fail?
Woo!
Has to beat a 13 though.
Okay. All right. What was how much damage did you do? I'm assuming you're going after the one that's beat up, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to school him to death, and now we're just gonna see how much damage I can do.
Why is that whistling hurting my feelings?
He gets 3 points of damage.
Yeah. Yeah. See, you can see Celine. You see just like this little tear come down his eye, and it just he's.
The art of the single tier.
Yeah. It just.
Why
kinda,
does that bird hate me so much?
Yeah, it's so hard. What?
And the inspiration you get is a 1d6, Celine.
Awesome, thank you.
Okay, so that let's see, that was Tylee. Kara, you're up. So you can see one is fully okay, one is not looking very good. And if you want to attack, you can. All you gotta do is reroll. I'm just gonna let you guys reroll your stealth, just because of the situation here. You're up in a tree, so if you.
Everybody?
No,
After you attack.
because you just did. I'm saying if you guys do like an attack, like if Kara shoots a fireball out, they're probably gonna notice her. So.
Well, she is going to attack.
Which you could
but...
do. Did you get Kara? You're the one that picked up the necklace, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So technically, you could do that.
Yeah, but she'd hit Celine too.
Oh yeah, it would be bad. I'm not saying do
Not
that.
if you angled it.
So she's going to go after the one that isn't hurt,
Yeah.
and she's going to cast Toll the Dead.
Okay.
So I need a wisdom saving throw.
Boom. 3.
Okay, so he's going to take 7 necrotic damage. And then as a bonus action, she's going to cast Sanctuary on Celine.
You got, yeah, these guys feel really bad about themselves. I just don't know if I'm good enough.
How dare we hit a
We
woman?
can't do anything. I just don't know what we're doing. Okay, so Ardal, you're up. So Ardal, you're pretty hidden back
Okay.
there.
Um, yeah, I'm gonna do a sacred flame on
Yeah. I'm the one that's most depressed.
yeah, on the one that's been taking the
They're
most
not
damage.
bleeding anymore. It's their depression level.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So
one of them
we'll
is.
give them some burn on top of that. So that's a deck save.
Oh, hey, wait. Maybe they got some here. That is a.
Quarantine
Got to beat a
wellness.
12.
So what did I do? I rolled like what, a 3, a 4, and a 10. Jeez. He has no dex bonus. So what did I have to beat? That's a 10.
12.
Okay, he failed it. Failed it miserably.
Okay. It's
Think
2
again.
damage.
2 damage?
2 damage.
Oh, okay.
And then I rolled a nat 20, so that's 25 for my stealth to
Oh, yeah, you're there. Okay, so, okay, then, um, Locket, you can see that they are significantly close, and it looks like they have some kind of, uh, like, like a, like one of those, like a door ram thing with them. Looks like they're carrying that, and so you can tell they're definitely headed y'all's way.
I have a really funny idea that might get my character killed, but it's too funny to
Go
pass
for it.
up.
Everybody's got to die sometime. Everybody has to die.
Both me and my rat like perk our heads up and just start shouting guards, 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 guards on repeat and loop for the rest of this fight.
Yeah.
trying
So
trying to make these bad people scared that guards are coming.
so that's enough. That's enough that you prompt a quickening in their step, and now they run. They run it. So they're interpreting an alarm came off, and now they're very close. You do notice, you recognize, I think, Lockett. You were always looking, weren't you? You recognize that the guy that's sort of heading this up is that Barnabas Blastwind. He's the one.
Oh,
Do you guys
God.
remember from before? You recognize him,
Yeah.
and I really
And
wish
I still look like a rat, by the way.
I can't
We
remember.
both look like mechanical
Yeah,
rats
no,
as we
yeah.
shout
It
this.
seems like an alarm going off to them. I can't
Yeah,
remember.
okay.
I forgot what accent he had. What did he have? I forgot what he did.
Yeah,
It
really
was a
dumb
really
sounding
posh,
one.
a really
Oh, thanks,
posh
thanks,
accent.
because I use my normal voice for him.
It's very posh.
Yeah. What going on?
Made
I
you
don't
want
know.
to kick him in the mouth.
Yeah. I wish I could remember. Whatever it was, is what he had. So you recognize that's who it is, and he's. Oh, I remember now. It was like, what's going on here? That kind of. Okay. Yeah, It was who's that guy that used to play in Roseanne as the husband? I can't remember
John
his name.
Goodman.
Yeah, it was John Goodman's Southern accent is what I was. That's what I was trying to do. But I had it down pat last week. Okay, so you see that it's John Goodman, or actually it's Barnabas Blastwind who's being played by John Goodman, and you recognize it. And so yeah, if you're doing that, you did sound the alarm. They quickened over there, but they don't see you. They see you as that, like some kind of an alarm system or something. And so that takes us to Celine. You're up. You can clearly hear
Okay.
them. I mean, you can hear there's something on the other side of the.
Well,
thing.
I hear somebody yelling, "Guards, guards, guards!"
Yeah.
So yeah, I can't move. I'm not getting 2 attack of opportunities on me, so I'm not running. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go after that guy that's hurt again.
Yeah. Go for it.
And just try
Hey,
to take
Celine,
him
you
down.
actually have Sanctuary on you, so if they do attack you, they
Yeah.
have to make wisdom saves.
Okay, that's true. Does Sanctuary go away though if I attack or
Yep.
if you attack?
It goes away when you cause damage.
I think if they get
When I
damage at
cause
all.
damage.
No, it's if Celine causes them to take damage. it goes
Yeah.
away.
Crap.
I mean, you don't need to use it if you don't want to.
Yeah,
It was
no, but I
just
don't.
there's a buff
Is
to
that
kind
a?
of save you.
Yeah. Is that a? That's a. I don't want to have somebody waste a spell slot.
They also haven't really been very wise.
There you
recently.
go. I was waiting for somebody to realize that. I was waiting for somebody to be like, I don't know if I should waste a spell slot. Finally. Finally, you don't know when you're going to get to sleep again.
I'm dry, by the way. I have
Well,
no
she already
spells.
cast it. I don't want it to be a waste of a
Yeah.
spell slot. Is what I'm saying. Okay,
Huh.
so what I'll do is I'll start running towards the rats. I'll take the attacks. So I'll go 5, 10. I'll kind of go like 15, like I'm running towards the guards.
Now, what is
because
happens to him if they? What do they do with Sanctuary if he takes an attack at him? What does that do?
If they want to attack him with opportunity attacks, they have to make wisdom saving throws. Otherwise, they can choose a different target that's within range, or they give up on the attack.
Okay, so wisdom to. Well, right now I think he's the only one they know about, or she.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a nat 1 and a 13. Any of those pass? Nat 1 and a 13.
I think the 13 passes.
Okay, all right. So one. All right, so one smacks you on your way out for 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Well, you still have to attack me.
Well, I was just doing the average. Oh, you mean I still have to see if you'll hit? I got you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You passed the wisdom saving throw. Now you have to roll the hit.
Come on. 16 plus 4. That's 20.
All right, that one does hit.
That's a real roll.
Okay.
That was a real one.
All right.
Okay, yeah. So you take 5 points.
4 points.
Or, yeah,
5 points. All
right. 5 points of bludgeoning. Okay. So
whoa.
how far did you want to go?
Took too much. Where I am is fine.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. If that's Celine's, Tylee, you're up. Gotta unmute
I would like.
to play a song.
I was. Yeah, Tylee just starts jamming out in the tree. Just kidding. So I would like to really ream into this guy with vicious mockery.
Okay. The wounded one.
Yeah, the wounded one.
Okay. And it's a wisdom save?
Yep, same thing.
3. Didn't I roll that last time? Jeez.
Maybe.
All right. I'm gonna put this one in dice jail, and
Alright.
I'm gonna bring out the one that rolls nothing but nat 20s.
I do another 3 damage to his mental health.
Okay, so how do you do this as you send him into his end?
You can't even hear the freaking alarm. They're literally yelling at you. Why are you still here? You're past closing time. Where are you?
I don't know why I even try. And he just falls over. He dies of grief. And yeah, so he's out. Kara, you're up. You're literally up in a tree, so you are up. You have the high ground, Kara. Kara's like, don't try.
Okay.
Don't try to have the high ground.
I totally just missed like the last 2 minutes because my Discord shoved me out.
One of them went down. Celine ran closer to the door. The guards are kind of at the door. And there's one
And
one
Lockett
down and
is
one
calling
left.
for the guards.
Yeah, and Lockett's kind of had this continuing guards, or however a rat goes. Guards.
Okay. So is the door within 60 feet of where they are?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Yeah, the 60 feet would go. Oh, you mean where the guards are coming, or where the bandit guys are going?
The bandit guys.
The bandit guys are only 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. They're like 30 feet from you.
Okay, so she's going to cast Toll the Dead again.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And he'll have to make another wisdom save.
No problem with my TPK dice. 6.
He's gonna take 5 necrotic damage.
Yes, he does. Okay. All right. That takes us to Locket.
Continue spouting. Guards!
Yeah,
Guards!
just
Guards!
yeah, and
Guards!
they don't see you as I mean they to
They
them
don't even
that's
see
what you
me
are.
as
You're
a
an alarm. Yeah.
person.
Um,
I'm decoration.
and that takes us to Ardal. You're up.
So I would be able to see that the guards are at the gate now.
Mm, yeah, I'll say you're high enough in the tree that you can see them. Your character recognizes Barnabas. You
Okay,
can
I'm
see
gonna
the
sit
city.
tight
Yeah,
then.
you can do
I'm just
what?
gonna
Yeah,
hold concentration on bless and just sit tight because
yeah,
I
you're
don't want
good.
to give away my position.
You're good. They're unaware that you're there.
Okay.
Okay, so that comes back. So now you can see one of the guards comes up with his little set of tools, and he takes a shot at opening the door. And he is unsuccessful. Um, a Another guard comes up with his set of tools, and it's unsuccessful.
Locket just goes chick, chick, and unlocks it from the other side.
Yeah, another, yeah, like it kind of. um, the Okay, so with that, another one of the guards that actually where other guards sort of have like leather armor on, this guard is actually wearing like a robe of the watch, like kind of a um, you know a well trying to think what to say, fancy looking robe, and he comes forth and he stretches out his hands and he casts clearly some magic and folds his hands back up, and then the guys come with a big log.
The knock spell didn't work.
No. And they take the big log, and if I get, let's see, all right, if we'll say
If you fail, they just turn around and go home.
I'll say if three of them hit, one. You see this big log. Lock it. Give me a dexterity saving throw with this shuddering of the door here. Is it just give me a dex save?
So the 12
Oh, let me roll a DC for it.
4.
Okay. All right, roll one for the rat.
Oh god.
You
My
can.
rat's not as dexterous as me.
I rolled an 8. Can you beat an 8?
Yeah.
That's the
It's not
DC. That's the
possible.
DC of this. Is
I got a 10.
okay. Yeah. So I mean, you have a pretty strong position that it shook a little, but not enough. Then it's their turn, and the one actually he. Oh, let's see. Did I lose my object? Okay. He can hear what's going on, and he 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. He takes off around the building. He doesn't want to be there when stuff goes down. That then takes us to Celine. You're up.
Okay, so
And you
he went.
could, if you were to go to that door and open it, you could from that side.
All right,
Or
and
you can run up the tree and hide. You could do that too.
this guy ran around
He is
the
around
building,
the
right?
corner.
So,
Yeah,
I won't be able to see him.
yeah, yeah, he's hugging it. Yeah, he purposely is kind of in a hiding. He's trying to. It's not even so much you as much as it is he's trying to get away from that gate.
Oh yeah. I mean, it depends on if I could see him, what I was going to do. If I can't see him, I can't
Yeah,
shoot
you
with
would.
a
Yeah, you wouldn't
musket.
be able to see him with what he did.
All
He
right.
ran around that building.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is
Ardal can see him. Right now, Ardal's the only one that could see him.
okay. So what I'm going to do is, yeah, I'm going to go and unlock. I'm going to unlock the gate and let them in, and just be like, he went that way.
And so when the gate unlocks, you can see um, Barnabas is a little bit taken aback. What in the world are you doing here? And let's
I'll
see.
explain later. He went running that way. He's on the other side of the building.
Okay, and so Lockett, you're up.
And then I
So the
guess, well,
gate's
if I can use like the
open.
last 10 feet of my movement to go back in that direction, I'll start
Yeah,
taking off like I'm running after the bad
sure.
guy.
So now you can see that there's a little bit of confusion in him. He doesn't recognize. You've drawn no attention to the city guard, or you can. I mean, it's up to you. Right now they don't know. They're like, shut that alarm off.
Do they say that out loud?
No, I'm just no,
Okay. I mean, if they said it out loud, I would stop.
no, yeah, no,
Um,
yeah.
I'm gonna pretend that these are like electric currents anyways, and as soon as the gate opens, the mouths just shut and
Okay.
heads go back to place.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Because I don't want any more dex or strength saves.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, they don't notice. Yeah, they don't. That to them, that's normal. And
And I'm just gonna be as still as possible.
all right. And let's see. Did I miss? Did I skip somebody? We're on Ardal, right? Okay, Ardal. Did I miss Tylee and Kara?
Probably, because I rolled a 5 in initiative.
Yeah, I
Yep.
may have skipped you. Real quick, Tylee, you're. Oh, I think Tylee didn't. Okay, you're up, Tylee. I'm sorry. I think I skipped you guys. Sorry.
Okay. Tylee is just gonna stay hidden since Barnabas is a figure of police.
Yeah, yeah, they don't. If you're there, they don't see
Tylee's
you.
just gonna sit tight.
Um, then Kara, so you're up. So
Hang on.
you can move in the trees. You know he went around that corner. So if you sort of do a little tree hop, you could get to here if you want to do something to him.
Okay.
Or you can stay
Yeah,
where you
I think
are.
she'll attempt to go into the other tree.
Yeah, so if you want to do that, you're able to get there. And you can see him. He
Okay.
is from you 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 30. He's like 35 feet away from you.
Okay, so she's gonna cast Toll the Dead again.
Okay. And what save was that?
13.
Okay, I'm gonna use a green one. 11.
He's gonna take 5 necrotic damage.
Yes. Yeah, I don't think he's made even one of those saves. Okay, yeah, so he takes it. And that takes us. Okay, now we're back to Lockett, which you did what you said, and now Ardal, you're up. You can from your position you can see him. The gate's open. The guards aren't aware of you. They are aware of Celine. Right now, the only thing the guards are aware of is Celine.
I can't really do much without giving away where I or dropping concentration.
If you attack from the tree, it's gonna cause alarm. If you do like you've done like a bless or whatever, if you do something like that, that's not gonna cause. If something comes flying out of the tree, it's gonna be.
No, I think I'm just gonna stay where I am.
Yeah. Okay. And then now Barnabas is able to respond to you. and he says he says so he's there, and he can hear all the commotion going on, and he motions for his men to come, and you can see many, like I think, what do we say, there are 20 of them or something. They start filing under downstairs. You can see some climbing up a tree, going up to the balcony, and they begin to go in there, and he says, well, now I say, this here is a crime scene, and you are suspect. And he says, I'm gonna have a couple of questions for you, and then of course, as y'all remember from before, there was always like a little entourage with the little notepads. You can see there's about two guards that have stayed back, and they look at you, and he goes, what he goes, I know you from the from the tavern, the Pizza Emporium. We all serve that great barbecue pizza. And he says, so what exactly are you doing here behind this locked gate? How, tell me now how you're associated with these people.
He's talking to me.
Yeah, he's talking to you, looking at you.
I'm like kind of like running. I'm like, there's still a bad guy over here. I'm doing the wrong accent. Sweetie, there's still a bad guy over here. You need to come and get this guy. Because as far as I know, he's hiding around this side.
So kind of like he's starting to ask you questions. There's a problem going on, and
Yeah.
So when he says that, he motions for two of the soldiers to go that way where you pointed, and two of them make it about here. All right. Oh, okay. I tell you, roll 20 is a little glitchy tonight. Okay. All right. So he's actually just kind of standing around you. Here, he's here. Okay. And here's his guard buddies. Okay. So yeah, they go headed that way. And so okay, so he asked you, and you said basically, hey, there's a guy here. Tylee. Well, actually, no. It would be now. Now it's kind of your turn. You could say that sort of a free action. You have a turn. You you don't. He would say to you, like, basically, like, or he sends him on. He's like, you ma'am, need to. We have a lot more questions for you, ma'am. So he's you don't it you don't know. You don't know if you can run away from him or not. You don't know if you're being detained. You can be like, am I being detained?
Hands up, don't shoot.
Like, bring up your little YouTube video. Are you detaining me? Am I being detained? And pull out your little Waterdeep Constitution.
Well, well, after I see that the guards have taken off after the guy, I'll kind of like just slow down, and I'll be like, all right. So I'll be like, well, all right. So as you know, the fireball, it went out in front of our place. We stayed at the.
I'm aware.
Yeah, we stayed at the tavern, and we had people come in and out, and well.
Can you tell me why? Can you tell me why? Every time there's a problem in this city, you're here. Where's the rest of your cohorts? You guys normally travel in packs, don't you?
Well, I don't know exactly where they are at the moment. However, I do know that. I mean, I don't know if you want to make them aware of me.
Why
but,
are you here?
I am a bounty hunter, sir, and I was given information while I was at the tavern about where the guy who blew up this stuff might be. I tracked him down over here, and I was about to try and knock on these doors and get a hold of the lovely people that are inside here, so I can have a question or two with him just to find out what was going on. And then all of a sudden, all this catastrophe started. I heard fighting and sounds, and a weird mechanical man jumped over the wall. So I thought people were in trouble. So I jumped the wall, and sure enough, I happened to catch two vagrants running out of the house. I was able to take one of them down. I was trying to get the other one, and he took off. And then I heard y'all trying to get in the door, and apparently you ain't got a decent lockpick amongst you.
Just
So
just
I let you in instead of going after him.
the guy I'm taking notes is like, and his pencil lead broken. He's like sweating. He kind of pricks his finger and starts writing in blood. Just for the sake of having a mechanic, just to have a mechanic roll with this,
Yeah.
give me a persuasion check. And I'm
Yeah.
just picking that just to have a roll. It feels like we need a
The-
roll here.
That's fine.
We need some kind of roll. So
I
give me
just wish charisma wasn't my dump stat.
Ty Lee, does he have any kind of does he have any
Oh,
kind
I
of
have.
inspiration from you right now or
I do
anything
have
going on?
I do
He has
have
a
an
1d6
inspiration.
from me.
Yeah.
And
I do.
and you have 1d4 from Ardal, don't you?
Well, that's for a bless. I don't think that doesn't count for these type of rolls.
Okay.
Yeah, attacks and saves.
So that's going to be a total of 14.
Well, he got a 6, so he's like, well, just so we're clear, ma'am, just so we're clear, I am the law. I am the law. I am the one in charge. I am the investigator here. I am the investigator. Okay? Are we clear? Who is
Well,
in charge?
If you say so, I have no problem letting you take over here. I just happen to be the one who got here first. That's all. So do what you got to do, and maybe we can meet up and exchange notes afterwards.
He says,
'Cause
I
might know
will
a
do
couple
what I have to
things.
do because I have some more questions for you, young lady. So
I
don't
don't know.
you be going too far. I know where you live.
I think you just like talking to me.
And he kind of turns red. Well, actually, let me see what he turns. How does he turn, Joe? He rolled a nat 1. What does he do? Because whatever you want, that's what he does.
No, I think him blushing would work.
He like,
Just whole face, chair.
what?
to me.
he's like, if only that wonderful bard Ty Lee was here right now, then Ty Lee could create the mood that would take us where we need to be with the proposition that you have proposed to me, ma'am. If only by some miracle. Oh, I can feel it. I can feel it. Oh, it's in my
That's
soul.
funny.
I can hear the music in my heart, and I knew all along. I tell you,
Well,
I'm a
he
man
doesn't
who
have to
likes a
fall in love with
scar.
me right off the bat, but
Where some may be turned off by a scar to face, ma'am, it looks mighty fine on you. I must tell you, woo, woo, wee. And he looks at one of his other guys, and he's like, make sure to get this young lady's information. Make sure to get it down good, and I'll get back with you later. And I'm gonna find out what's going on here. And you know what, ma'am? I'm gonna tell you everything. You're gonna know all. I'm gonna tell you everything that's going on here. And let's just and when he walks away, he kind of stumbles over himself. And
Don't forget her phone number, the most important information, the phone
Yeah.
number, so I can talk
well,
to
he
her.
knows where we live.
and he looks at that one with the robes on, and he's like, give me one of them eyes. Make one of them eyes that you do that you can put and you can see somebody. Give me one of those eyes and give it to her to have, so she could just have one of those eyes. If there needed to be some communication, she could have the eye. And
Get those sending stones ready.
yeah, it's like, and so you can see this magical guard fizzle and fizzle. Piece of trash. Just fizzling.
Can't make
Like
the.
frantically. And you can see like sweat coming down his eyes. Oh no.
Performance
Oh no.
anxiety.
And he says I'll get that for you, sir. I'll get that for you. I just let me go. I want to make a nice one for you. And he literally runs kind of in fear out of the gate. So the magic guy runs away after he fizzles 3 times. Jeez, God, man, I can't roll. I'm such a bad roller. Okay, so there we go. So Tylee, you're at this moment with the events that transpired before us. Y'all heard all that go down, so you don't necessarily think that there would be any hostile action towards y'all. Y'all can hear that the conversation went in a turn for your direction. So you can stay hidden or come. I mean, you don't feel like you couldn't come out.
Nobody knows you're there. I didn't rat anybody out.
Yeah. He's not aware of you, but he's not. You heard all that transpired, so you don't feel that he's hostile to you. Really, he wasn't hostile to you at all. He's just more suspicious of you.
Is Barnabas gone yet?
No. He's there. He's stand. Oh, yeah. He kind of walked a little bit towards here. The loud fighting and everything is actually subsided. So they've made their way into this place and they're doing whatever they need to do. But he's still outside. I mean, you can see him and everything. He's not going inside. It's okay. You don't. I mean, it's just if you wanted to do anything, you can see
Oh,
this.
me?
Yeah. You can see this guy running around.
I'll stay hidden.
Yeah, you're fine. Okay, and Kara, do you do anything?
She will actually also stay hidden. For the moment, she
Sure.
isn't sure exactly what to do.
Okay. Um, Locket.
I'm gonna try and get off the wall.
Yeah, if you want to come down, you're able to come down.
Okay. And I'm just like, I still look like a rat, and I'm just gonna stand up next to, or I'm still gonna be on all fours next to Celine, and we're just gonna be like flanking each side.
So when you come down, he sees you, and
Yeah.
and he's like, and he looks over at Celine and says, "Oh, so you guys are being security here?" So he's thinking that you guys are like hired security or something. He's like, "You got me. You got me.
Open
I
the
didn't."
cause.
Yeah.
Open the cause.
A friend of Celine is a friend of mine. And so that okay, so Lockett comes down, and Ardal, what do you want to do? Ardal's like, forget this. Give me your necklace of fireballs. She's just like 3 fireballs.
Well, if I saw Locket get down, it didn't seem like anybody was upset.
No, you guys
So-
heard all the thing taking place, and he was suspicious of you, but because of my amazing rolling ability, he has no suspicion of you whatsoever. You are completely. If you're with Celine, then he's all right with you.
Okay, so I'll come down and just be like,
What's up?
are we done here, or what's going on?
So what
Did
you
the
kind of
lead not
have
pan
going?
out?
I mean, I'm still kind of a little bit in combat. You got the guy that's coming around the corner. The guys are going after him. You saw everybody break, come in. They're there. There's a bunch of commotion going inside. This is all part of like investigate. They were investigating what happened. You guys are investigating, but so were they. They're also investigating what went down. So you guys all ended up sort of at the same place. So you can assist with stopping that guy. You can just hang out. You can grab the necklace from Kara and cast 3 fireballs at the same time.
Ha 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 ha! No, it would be a contested grab.
Oh, that's what it says. If you read that thing I sent you, it says you pick. I'm gonna throw 3 or There's 3 left. So, I mean, that would be great. Can you imagine 3 fireballs? That's a bunch of damage. I'm gonna save that for the big baddie. You want to save that for the
Yeah.
goblin. You want to save that
But
for the goblin at the gate. Y'all are like,
yeah.
no, Cora. Like
No,
that.
no throwing the necklace of fireballs yet.
You want to save it for the kobold. Kobold, what do they call him? Okay, so anything, Ardal? You just gonna hang out?
Yeah, I'm just gonna hang out there, see what's going on.
Okay, so the two, the two make it to him and subdue him, and he is in guard custody right now. And at this point, we are out of combat. So you guys, and you can kind of even go in any order now, really. If not, if you can't, if you don't know what to do, I'll start calling on you. But y'all are out of combat.
I'm gonna kind of stealthily whisper to Celine, "This isn't gonna last forever. Get me out of here."
um. So this whole courtyard is basically just filled with guards right now, right?
Yeah, they're in and out. They're subduing. They're doing investigations. The so you guys, I mean, that's basically what you have. You have this going on here. The clockwork guy took off. He sent 2 Griffin riders after it.
All right. Well, I mean, I don't want to give away my other party members' positions, so I'm just kind of say a little bit loud that well, I guess I'll be going now. I'm gonna head back over to our pizzaporium, and I'll see y'all later. So that way, hopefully, they can hear that. Like, hey, we should get out of here the best way you can. Because there's no way she can. If it was just Barnabas, she could distract him, but there's no way she's gonna be able to distract 20 people enough for people to climb down and get over the wall.
Yeah. So okay. So are you guys? So here. So let me go through. Is anybody like disengaging and then going back to the tavern? So that's
Well,
what Celine's doing.
yeah,
Me?
Celine is gonna like walk out with the 2 rats because he already thinks they're part of our security.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna like be like, come on, even though they're mechanical rats, and
Yeah, I was
just
gonna say we're
wa-
machines.
and walk out.
And
Like,
then
yes,
okay. So
these
then
are good girls.
yeah. So you got yeah. So then Celine. All right. So Tylee, what do you can see Celine kind of leaving. And Barnabas cries out to Celine, and Barnabas is like as soon as I know what's going on, I'll tell you, sugar. I'll
uh,
tell you, sweet tea.
oh, uh, she's like, thank you. I'll see you later. Maybe I'll have a special pizza for you. Oh Jesus, what did I start?
Looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. Okay, so Tylee, what do? You're up in the tree.
Tylee would like to make like a bird and actually sing while she's running, so it looks like she's a little bird and she's gonna run as fast as she can out the gate.
Yeah, so yeah, good forces.
Just like, are you like a halfling? Just
Yeah.
a halfling whistling like a bird as she runs away.
Yeah,
And
so
the Naruto arms.
yeah, you make it out, and
Just like
Kara, you're
flying.
up. Yeah,
Yeah, she's gonna hop out of the tree as well, and she's gonna kind of like
yeah,
sneak on out of there too.
yeah. So you're able to go and lock it. Well, you went out with Celine, right?
Yeah, I still
Yeah.
look like a rat.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
just don't know for how much longer.
So Ardal, what do you want to do? You want
Does
to?
it last a minute?
It lasts 1 hour.
Oh, yeah,
okay.
you
So, oh, you're good.
Yeah, I'm just gonna head off with Celine and Locket.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys,
It's like
you
you guys
guys,
ever see Harry and the Hendersons,
yeah.
the movie where like he turns and goes into the woods, then out of nowhere, 15 other Bigfoot just start walking away.
Yeah.
That's exactly what
Yeah.
happened here. Celine's just like, "See you later," and walks away. Then, dook, 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 like 4 more people just pop out of nowhere.
So you guys, you make it. If that's where you guys are going, you guys make it back to the tavern. I can't remember what time it was. Weren't y'all there around like 9 o'clock
Yeah,
roughly?
that's what I think. I know it was after we waited until after dark. So
I'm.
yeah,
I'll say
Yeah,
that
we left the house when it got dark.
with the
yeah. So I
events.
was thinking 9 was the time that I had in my head as well.
Okay, with the events and everything that transpired, making your way back, maybe with some conversations or whatever you maybe had. We'll say that you guys would have made it back. It's now about 11 o'clock in the evening, and you make it back, and you can see that Conan has all the kids in bed and and everything's there, and he's like he's like welcome back, and he
Babies watching babies.
yeah. So he
So,
so Conan goes up to bed. Um, yeah. So you know what your characters know is yeah, you were not you didn't find out what happened with the guy or whatever. You're not sure what happened with that thing that tried to blow you up. Um, but I mean, your character have reason to believe that he is in fact going to tell you what he finds out. I mean, you
we also saw that mechanical guy.
right? Y'all know that he took off.
Uh, when the herbalist gave a description of the guy, she didn't say he was a mechanical guy, right?
No, it would have you would have with the description that she gave you, it would have been similar to the guy that y'all saw running out. You know, the 2 guys were running out. It would have been similar to
Okay.
them. Not necessarily that they're that, but you would think they're all part of the same group. So someone,
Okay.
so what you guys know, your characters know, is y'all know that again the gnome was carrying a stone of Goldar. What I gotta look it up and see what it says. But the stone, and Ty Lee knows the description of the stone. Um, to you guys, uh, because it's a key to this a horde of dragon, lots of gold. Um, you don't know if that guy that stole it is associated uh, with this Yala Galhund. You don't know. Um, you don't know if the clockwork guy maybe it was the same one, maybe it was a different one. Your character doesn't know that. Um, but you at this point, you guys would probably figure out that there's more than one people after this stone. They were trying to get it to you, and at least 2 different groups are going after it. It looks like the Xanathar's guild is going after it, and some of the nobles is going after it as well. That's what you guys would walk away with all this feeling like you're not the only ones. Well, y'all were trying to get y'all actually weren't trying to get the stone. The stone was trying to come to you. you, you know,
Yeah,
your characters would probably be interested in a big hoard of gold, though, especially Lockett. So yeah, so you guys are back at the tavern. It's the night, and really, it's just a matter of if you guys are gonna wait on Celine's boyfriend, or you know,
he is not my boyfriend.
Like it's just gonna if there's no team meeting afterwards, she's just gonna go to her room.
So are you? I guess let me go through and try to see this because this is kind of the event of what you guys can do. You guys can either try to. You guys would either be able to, like maybe investigate, or go to sleep and wait for him to come. So
Well,
what would Celine do?
Celine would suggest to everybody that that maybe we take the night and then go visit the Temple of Gorn in the morning and try to see if we can't track down the Nimblewright that way.
Hmm.
We have Conan here, and I'm sure they can get us a message if
Yeah, go the next
Barnabas
day.
decides to come back at some point tomorrow while we're gone. But while we got my infatuated person investigating
Yeah.
the the Xanathar angle, we can go look at the after the Nimble Right and see if we can't find out information about it that way. And then so we're not just sitting around waiting. We can move our investigation forward.
So you guys would take like a long rest and then head to the temple tomorrow morning?
Yeah,
Okay. Is that what you guys want to do, or what do you want to do?
that would be her suggestion to the group.
Works for me. At least I get some sleep.
Everybody in? R
Yeah,
dog?
I
that's
gotta
fine.
Okay. So if that's what you guys do, you do whatever activity you do before bed. You do, in fact, which you guys have a really good ability of like messing up everything I planned. Because you realize I had like a whole huge map full of stuff for you guys to encounter that y'all pretty much just completely subverted. So
I mean, I
that
was hoping
that's what
I
I
wanted to
get.
sneak into the building
That's what
and
I
try to
get for
find stuff.
down the getting this real beautiful colored map. And anyways, okay, so yeah, you guys so yeah,
Doesn't mean
you
we're not going
guys
to go back to the house later.
yeah, you guys have a you guys have a full rest, health back, spell slots back. Very lucky on that, actually. It's the next morning, assuming you guys have breakfast, and you head to the temple to try to locate this nimble right that ran away. Um, so, uh, when you guys make it to the temple, you can see that this temple seems to be really buzzing with activity. Um, and you can see that there's several people there working, and in the entrance, it's actually entitled, sort of the entrance area. It says Hall of Exemplary Inventions, and that's sort of what it's titled. So that's sort of the entry if you go into that. I think this is a place where study happens and people create mechanical things. Probably a dream house for Lockheed. Um, okay, so yeah, is that you want to go inside? So if you guys are going to go inside, I need to know who goes first.
I don't mind leading the way since I've been here before.
Okay,
I guess
yeah,
this is your god, right?
No, it's the god of my master.
Okay.
yeah. So when you come in, give me a deck save.
Um, 13.
Yeah. So this you can see up in the balcony one of the nimble right looking characters pushed a button, and a mechanical bird flies down and swoops and kind of knocks you on your feet, and you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage, and you can see the little creature sort of retire, like it sort of runs into the upper room and shuts the door behind it. So in this room, you can see
Okay.
there's kind of it's sort of an upstairs. There's another room to the
Oh.
right. Um, you in order to get upstairs, you would need to go to the room to the right to get upstairs. And imagine this guy's like if you've ever seen on the fantasy thing where there's these big mechanical things spinning around like the world, and it's almost it's there's a lot of glass, so you can kind of see the sky clearly, and it's very almost like a I don't know the right word for it where they have plants. What are they called? Conservatories or something? It's like that, but it's all mechanical stuff, and you can see a room off to the right, and a sort of a spiral staircase leading up to the upper thing of where that little creature ran into.
Okay. Well, I was just attacked. Or was that a trap?
It would be like as if when you came in, it pushed the button on this little mechanical bird that flew down and hit you, and then it ran away.
So it
You,
was more like a trap.
yeah, more like like a trap, and then it ran to
Okay.
the room.
I'm gonna turn to the rest of my party and say, I just, I'm still on the floor. I'm like, something just pushed me, and
It's
it
like
feels like a trap.
yeah. Um, yeah. So as you say this, you can see the you can see coming from that side room. It looks to be one of the priestesses. It's fair to say that your characters would assess possibly someone in charge of this place, and she appears to be a dragonborn priestess of a, you guys would know, like a bronze dragon born, and she comes and she goes, oh my dear, are you all right? It
do
uh,
I
yeah, go ahead.
do I do I recognize her as somebody that's normally at the church?
Yeah, it's very possible that you would you, she may not know you, but you may know her as Valletta, the priestess of this place. She doesn't know you,
Okay,
but
so if
you,
I came to her
yeah, you,
sermons regularly, I would know her.
if your character would do that, then yeah, you probably, she actually would come out and recognize you. Oh my, now,
Yeah.
does she know you? Know you? Like, is she
She
somebody?
would she would know that I came here with my master because this was the closest thing to my type of religion that was here.
Yeah, if she knows you, then she would approach you. My dear, are you okay? And then when she recognizes you, she would say, oh, my dear Locket, and she would reach to help you up. Are you okay? Are you okay, my dear?
um, I think so. Did you
And
set a trap?
and she says, and she looks at him. She says, no, I don't. No, not at all. What happened? And she said, she's like, what
Can I
happened?
see the Can I see the button that I stepped on or that I
You didn't
pressed?
step on a button. You saw up on the balcony there was that
Uh-huh.
mechanical bird, and you could clearly see that little, that, or that, I say little, but that nimble, right, sort of pushed a button. It set that off, and then it ducked into the upper, like the upper room, and it shut the door. You saw it kind of, uh, you know, um, imagine somebody coming into the living room, shooting you with a Nerf gun, and then running in the bedroom and shutting the door. That.
Okay.
It's not, yeah, I mean, basically that's how I would kind of describe that, what happened.
I'm gonna ask her if she knows that there's anybody else in the building right now.
Yeah, and she says, she goes, uh, there's my, there's Nim, uh, my mechanical, upstairs. What happened? Or is that what you said? You said, does she know of anybody upstairs?
Yeah. Does she know of anybody that's in her building?
And she says yes. There, Nim, Nim is up. She calls him Nim, and she says he's upstairs.
Do you know why he would attack me?
And she looks at you and uh, let's see here. She looks at you and she says, I can't imagine why. Let's see. She says, I can't imagine why he would attack you. That's very out of character and unusual. And she says, let me go and find out. And I don't.
If you would,
Yeah.
you can bring him down here and we can all talk to him together.
Yeah, so you guys can see that she goes in the other room, and she sort of spirals up the stairs, and uh, and um, she says, she says, um, let's see here. Okay, yeah. So you see her. You can see this because it's clear. And she cries out, and she says, "Nim, what did you do to these poor people?" And she could see the thing is locked, and she's like, "Nim, unlock this instant!" And there's a door, and she can't get it unlocked.
I'm gonna wait to see if the creature is gonna respond to her, and if it doesn't,
Hmm.
then I'm gonna say I think we have a situation on our hands, and I don't want to be the first one in that room.
Yeah. So you can. So he's not responding to her, and you can tell she's getting visibly upset. Nim, open the door this instant. And it's locked. And you can see at that point one of the acolytes kind of comes up to her, and she looks at the acolyte. She goes, this door doesn't have a lock. This isn't my lock. So clearly, there's a lock there, but it's not a lock she put there. And she tells the acolyte, what's going on? What's going on? And she bangs again. Nim, open the door this instant. Open the door. I demand you open the door. So
I'm
apparently,
basically trying to tell my group that I don't want to go open the door.
Celine, yes.
yeah.
Celine will try to pick the lock to get in.
So Celine, if you go up and offer, you know, to try, just give me a
yeah.
give
So
me
I have
a
thieves' tools.
yeah, thieves tool.
What is
Kara
it?
will offer her help to pick the lock, so Celine has advantage.
Advantage. Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, if you and Kara go up together, or Kara,
And thieves' tools. What is it for thieves' tools? It's your
it's your
dexterity bonus plus
dexterity.
your
Dex and your proficiency.
Yeah,
proficiency.
Dex plus proficiency.
Alright, so plus 5.
Man, it's got some tough. It's got some tough ACs on here, or whatever DC or whatever. It's some of these are rough, man. I mean, for you guys to be at the level
Oh
you
my
are,
god!
what you do? You rolled just like me.
I rolled 2 4s at
Alright.
added advantage, so that's a
Yeah.
9 for added advantage. Oh
So
my
yeah,
god!
you go and
I'm not using the tower.
yeah,
anymore. Alright,
yeah,
cool.
you're not able to do it. And you can see um inside. You can see that this little, or this, I keep saying little. When I say little, y'all saw what it is, a medium creature. So I'm sorry I keep saying little. I don't know why. In my mind, they're like these little bitty clockwork guys. They're not. They're like full size clockwork guys. But Celine, you and Kara, y'all do see that he's kind of pushed in the back of the room, kind of receding back, like um, kind of like cowering to the back of the room. Kara, if you want to take a shot at it, you can. If you want to say anything, you can.
Um, yeah, she'll go ahead and take a chance.
Yeah, go ahead.
A 14.
Yeah, no, yeah. You go and you try, and it's um, you're not able. You're not able to make it in. You try, and it just isn't working for you. But you guys can see that this you yeah, you can definitely see this is I mean, this is that mechanical thing you guys were kind of looking for. It definitely looks like it, but it's in there cowering in the corner.
Okay.
She can't get in. And she looks
Is
at you.
it
She does say, she says, um, please don't break anything here. she so she wants to let you guys get in, but she doesn't want you to break the door. Like, you can pick it, but don't break it down.
That's gonna be really funny for my turn.
Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. What did you do, Kara?
I was gonna offer to break down the door with her warhammer.
Oh yeah, no. If you said, oh, please don't do that, and she begins to plead, Nim, will you please come out, Nim? What's wrong, Nim? Come out. And I'll give her persuasion against him. Nope. So she's trying to convince them to come out, but you can see she's not able to do it. Um, and she's like, and she says, if only there was like a bard amongst you who has a very high charisma stat. If they could, they could try to persuade. If only there was somebody that could play some K-pop, because
Robots have no souls.
Nim always responds to K-pop music. I'm just kidding. Anyway, she says he responds to music, and she looks at Tylee the dart and kind of sees if you can coax him with your music.
Well, I can't physically do it right now, but
Oh,
it's too late in my complex. Where I
no, it's all
live.
good. Yeah, so yeah, she kind of she and then as the music begins to play,
Wait.
you see him kind of. He stands up and he begins to walk to the door. And he and he and he unlocks the door and he's standing there and you can see she begins to talk to him and see what's going on and through gestures and communication because he's not speaking in words. It's sort of picture like R2D2. You know how like R2D2 makes beeps and everybody knows what he says. It's like that. Y'all don't necessarily understand what he says, but she seems to understand what he says, and she says to you, Nim. She says you are not to leave this place ever again. Nim, I cannot believe what you did. And she says, uh, my alkalites are right. She says, come quickly, search this room to its entirety. And she says, and she turns to you guys and she says, oh, were any of you hurt? Were any of you injured?
I mean, he pushed me and it hurt a little.
So basically, she sort of takes you guys down kind of now to her dining area where there's a place, and you can see they actually probably just finished having breakfast, so there are some things there. And she goes, I'm so sorry. We have much to discuss. And if you guys follow her down there, so she apparently um, Nim is the one. Nim was lonely, and this is what she's sort of revealing to you. Nim was lonely, and he built another nimble right. Nim of himself is very kind, but if everything Nim tells me is true, this other nimble right uh, is the one who attacked you. So she reveals to you guys that Nim had built this one that you guys are after.
Is
And
the nimble right that she was originally talking to with us?
not he, yeah, he didn't. He's the one that did it. He's the one that built the one that did it.
But he's like, is he in the room with us while she's telling us this?
No, he's in his corner
I'm gonna try
being
and invite
punished.
him to the conversation.
Yeah, if you do, I mean he's ashamed, you know. But but anyway, so she's revealing this to you guys, and as she's talking and sharing this with you, and she says, "Do you have you been able to locate this nimble right at all? Do you have any idea where it is?"
We saw it once. Um, do you mind if I take Nim with me?
And she says, she says to you, that you can, if you want to go with him, and she says, yes, he owes you much. What task do you need him for? Can you have him back by tomorrow?
Well, I was actually gonna ask if I could keep him. Not my prisoner or
No,
anything, just like, he can live in my house.
no, no, she won't. No, she doesn't. That's her protector. So she doesn't. She's like, he's all we have to protect us here. We can't give him up. Would one of your members be willing to stay behind and protect us?
I gesture to my rat and I say, I made this one, and you know who I learned from, so you know it's got to be pretty good, right?
So if you will, give me a persuasion check. We'll just do a contested persuasion, and then if
I
you
hope
win,
you roll terrible because this is not my good stuff.
I rolled a 8. So how
I
hard's
rolled
that
a
to be?
7.
Okay,
I
yeah. So
rolled a
she
7.
yeah. So she's not convinced that the rat, although actually it probably is more powerful,
Yeah.
but she's not convinced that it is. So she doesn't want him to. She doesn't feel like she doesn't want to give him up for the protection of the acolytes. Um, so about this moment where you're kind of having this exchange with her, um, one of the acolytes comes in and let's see here. One second here. Let me bring this here. Uh, I'm gonna have to describe it to you. So one of the acolytes comes in and he says, we found this, and he's holding what looks to be a picture, kind of uh, like a steampunk, sort of like a steampunk stick with a bunch of gears and a lever on it that you squeeze, and at the top there's some little gears and a little umbrella. So it's like you squeeze it and then the little umbrella spins around. Um, and he brings this and she says to you, she says, I can't let you take Nim, but you can have this. And she hands to Lockett this device that I described, and she says to Nim, she says, Nim, go to the far side of the room, go to the north side of the room. So Nim walks to the north side of the room, and she looks at you and she says, now squeeze the device, my dear.
I squeeze it.
So when you squeeze it, it goes beep, 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 and the little umbrella begins to spin around. Beep, 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 and it spins really, really fast, like it's kind of like you can't, it's a blur of the umbrella, and it goes beep, 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 and when the time frame of about 6 seconds, it stops and it points directly at Nim, and she says, "Now, Nim, my dear, now go to the south side of the room," and she says, "Go ahead, squeeze it again."
I squeeze it again.
So again, beep, 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 and it points now to the south side of the room. And she says, "This is a nimble right detector." She says, "This can help you in locating this nimble right." And while I can't give you Nim, you're certainly welcome to take it on your search. And she looks at
Does
you.
that mean it'll find the other nimble right that we're looking for?
Yes, it will locate.
Okay.
And she says to you, if any nimble right is within 500 feet of you, it will show you exactly the direction. She said, and then she looks at you and she goes, and she says, and for your friends, I have something for them as well. And she pulls out, like Wizard of Oz style. She pulls out this thing. For Celine, I have a heart, and for Kara, I have courage. And for Tylee, click your heels 3 times. Okay, no, she comes out. Okay, guys, let me see. So I'm gonna call out the items, and let's see here. So let me know. I've got 3. How many of you guys? Let's see. We got 1. Two, okay, so Lockett has a nimble right. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of y'all, right? Okay. So y'all speak up. There is adjustable stilts. She pulls out this invention. She goes, these stilts take about 1 minute to put on or remove, and they will increase the height of anyone by 2 to 5 feet. And she says to you, who would like this? So once you guys take something, like it would be like one item per person. So and of course, I mean, as a party, y'all can switch them up amongst each other. But who would want to get these things that make you taller? Adjustable stilts. Y'all are like, I don't need this junk.
I feel like some of our shorter members might want to take that.
Yeah. I was
Nah.
thinking
Let-
either Tylee or Ardal.
Yeah, yeah. So Ardal, do you want stilts?
Yeah, I'll probably take those. Yeah, I'll
Yes.
take those. This
Yeah,
would be
she
funny.
gives you the stilts, and so basically, you can put these on. They take about a minute, and it increases your height up to 5 feet. Okay, then she pulls out this backpack, and she says, "While you're falling, as an action, while you're falling as a reaction, or as an action if you want to, you can pull this, and when she pulls it, you guys can see this backpack, this huge like blanket pops out of the backpack, and it's got these strings attached to it, and it just puffs up and then kind of falls down. And she says, if you jump from a high place, and you have enough movement, and you take a reaction and you use this, you will fall gently to the ground. And she hands you this backpack, and she's sort of folding this all, shoving it all in the backpack. So it's this backpack that if you jump, this blanket will come out of it, and it'll slow your
Who
fall.
needs a parachute?
What's a parachute?
That actually
What a funny
sounds
word.
like something I might like as somebody who will like to climb up high places to do long shots.
Yeah, so she hands it. And of course, I mean, you guys, obviously in situations, y'all could clearly switch these items back and forth as needed, anyways. like if y'all fall, Celine's like, I think I'll keep it right now.
Yeah. I'm good. Whee!
Mechanically, if you want to remember this, Celine, for your notes, so you can put down that you have a parachute. Ardal, you have adjustable stilts, increases your height from 2 to 5 feet. Um, Celine, make a note on your character sheet with this backpack that it can carry the weight of 2 medium creatures.
Awesome.
So you could hold on to somebody and still. You guys think that's fair? Can't you do that in real life? 2 people can go on one parachute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just remember that mechanically, you could. It's enough to hold. You would have to hold on to them, but it could hold
Yeah.
2.
Does it say what the actual name of it is?
It says backpack parachute.
Okay.
That's
I'm gonna see if it's. I'm gonna see if it's in the. It doesn't look like it's.
I mean, if you're able to add something, you could just say, "Oh, I'm sorry. It takes 10 minutes to repack." So when I said she's fluffing it in, it's taking her a while to do that.
She gets
Okay,
into
and then
accolade.
and yeah, she says, and okay, so let's see. So Ardal. Okay, we need Kara and Tylee need an item. Okay, then she pulls out this cube, and it's this box, and it has a crank on the top, and let's see. Oh, okay. So she has this box, and she winds it like this, right? And then she sets it down, and she says now one of you take a step close to the box. So she sets the box down, she winds it up, and encourages one of you to take a step closer to it.
I will be the brave one if you guys want me to.
So when you get within about 15 feet of the box, you can hear a dog. So like a barking dog, or a large dog. Sorry, it says large barking dog. So you can hear like a dog barking. So anybody want a dog barking box?
So it's like an alarm box.
Yeah.
Or is it just like a music box where you just wind it up?
A barking box is what it's called. So any
Tylee, you'll take it.
Yeah,
okay.
I was gonna say it sounds like a
Yeah.
thing for Tylee.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a good
So
distracting
so
thing.
the final thing that she pulls out, she has this. It's a ring, and the ring itself. Well, when she pulls it out, she has a. It's a ring that she has on there, and she reaches her hand out to Kara, and she says, "How do you do, ma'am?"
I'm good. How are you?
And she reaches out to shake her hand.
Kara will reach out and grasp her hand.
So when you grasp her hand, you can feel this pulse of electricity come, and you hear this loud buzz, Bzzz, and it's
Yes!
like shaking your hand, and you take one one point of shock damage.
Yes, that works perfect.
Yeah. So she hands you this item, and she says, and so when she hands you the item, she takes, and you can see on the item there's a switch, and on the switch, it can go like this. The switch can go back and forth, and she turns it to the other thing, and tells you to push it with the switch. And so think of it like a almost like an on and an
Like a
off
shocking
position. Yeah,
grasp.
like an on and an off. So she encouraged you to try the other switch.
Okay, so Kara will put on the ring and she'll switch it back over.
Yeah. So when you switch it to the other one, if you touch your own self with it, you take 1 point of shocking damage, and then you heal 1 point.
Oh,
So
huh.
so mechanically,
That's nice.
mechanically you can use it to actually deal 1 point of damage. But if you were to do it as like a joke, you would want to make sure they're healed. You would like you would want to walk up to a commoner and not have it on the shock and heal
She,
mode.
You sure?
she can totally use it as like an intimidation feat. She'll be like, Thor says hi.
Oh yeah, man. You can knock somebody unconscious and be like, "Jink, double fail, jink." So just remember. So anytime that you may use this, I need to know if it essentially is it a shock and a heal or just a shock. That's what I would need to know.
Okay.
So a shocking buzzer.
Shocking.
It appears to be a ring to anyone else. Shocking buzzer, and you got to remember the mechanics of that. Okay, and okay, so she's giving you guys all the items, and and they say, Joe, do you know Waterdeep pretty well? Um,
Yeah, my character's been in Waterdeep for about 5
I mean,
or so years.
yeah,
Are you talking about me personally?
I didn't want to tear the I didn't want to tear the map out of the book, so I was going to ask you if you know a good ward that would be. Um, well, no. In fairness, I can tell y'all, it would be the dock ward.
Good.
So, so they, so she does tell you that if you guys are looking for nibble rights, um, they're known to be used from the traveling. They're sort of like a parade that they have with nimble rights, and the she says Jarlaxle is known to have those, and he's in the dock district. So she's kind of like, if I was going to look for nimble rights, I would start in the dock district. So this is early morning, and she leaves you. That's what she leaves you with: all of your items, and they don't have any other information where this nimble right is, other than y'all might want to take a shot at the dock district.
All right. Well, thank you kindly, and I guess we'll be heading down to the dock district. Just make sure you have that fancy
Yeah, get your buzzer ready.
umbrella device with you, so that way we can make sure we go where we're going.
So as you guys are making your way down to the dock district, you guys enter. Let's see here real quick. Let me give you. For the sake of just time and not bringing up a map, I'll say that there's 3 streets that you can go down, A, B, or C. Street A is going to take you directly to the boat docks. Path B will take you in the direction of the, remember the CD Dragon Inn? Or was it not CD? What was that called? You all remember the name of that? The Sunken Flagon. So
Yeah, something
path
like that.
1 will take you to the boat dock. Path 2 will take you to the Sunken Flagon. Path 3 will take you into more of the resident, where residents are in the dock district. So 1 is to the actual boats. 2 is to the CD Flagon, and path 3 is to sort of where houses and residents of the dock district would be. So what would you guys like to do? I mean, you could split, since Lockett has 2 with her. Y'all could split the party.
You would want us to split the party, wouldn't you?
Chris, you never split the party.
That's when red dragons will show up.
So I mean, yeah. So here you are at this crossroad. Do you want to? You have your device. If you want to use that, you could do that. So
Yeah, that's what
if you have the device out, so go ahead and give me a roll, a straight D20 roll for the device, and just whatever you don't add anything to it. Just give me your, or let's see, maybe we could. Let's see. What would be a good one for that? I tell you what, since it's kind of a magical, no, let's see, it's a mechanical device. Lockett, doesn't your character, aren't you proficient in things mechanical?
Yeah, I can identify any mechanical or magical objects.
Okay, because of that, go ahead and add your proficiency to this device, because you're just familiar with mechanical. You're well aware of mechanical things and how they work. So go ahead and give me a straight D20 and add your proficiency.
Okay. That's 11, I think, because plus 2, right?
Okay,
Yep,
yeah, 11 plus 2. Okay, so
no, it's 11 total.
Oh, 11 total. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you do your device, and it doesn't appear to beep 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 beep. Just it doesn't. The umbrella returns to its position. It doesn't point one way or the other. So you guys have 3 paths: A, B, or C. Door number 1, door number 2, and door number 3. I need to roll to see what door number. Piece of trash. Dude, guess what? I said door number 1, door number 2, and door number 3, and I rolled a 4.
4.
Reroll.
So none of the above.
No, think about it. Like the first time I rolled.
We just did a test run before we got there.
The first time I rolled a high number, and it didn't matter. Okay, go ahead. So y'all pick door number 1, door number 2, or door number 3. I have a. It has been adjudicated. The dice have
number 1.
The dice have adjudicated where it is. Okay, so you guys are gonna take a step through path number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
So you guys do, and after you take a little bit of a step. You know that it has a 500 feet radius. It didn't pick anything up in 500 feet. So I'm assuming you're gonna go 500 feet and check again. So you go headed toward the dock 500 feet, and go ahead and pull out the device and give me a roll and add your proficiency.
A 13 this time.
Yeah. So this time it's beep 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 beep. It spins around. It turns. This time in a little bit of a diagonal direction, and you can see that there's 2 buildings and a very small. When I say small, a 5-foot corridor between these 2 buildings, sort of in a diagonal where you guys are. It'd be about 25 feet away of where you are.
Okay. I will show everyone the machine and say, I guess that way.
Keep leading the way, darling.
I'm not going in there. No. I am backline. We've discussed this.
Kara
I've already
will
taken
ready.
damage today.
Kara will ready her shield and she'll step in there first.
Yeah. yeah. So as you step in, you can see uh, leaning up in the back. Actually, looks like a big pile of trash. As y'all look down this corridor, um, you can see um, that this there's a nimble right that appears to be laying prone in a pile of garbage.
Does it look broken?
It looks just I wouldn't necessarily say broken, but definitely dirty. Just uh,
Does it look
to
damaged?
give you guys a mental picture. Imagine you're driving down the road and you see an abandoned machine
Okay.
car. Think of it like that. It looks like an abandoned machine off in the corner. Again, not necessarily that you think an abandoned car is damaged. It's just an abandoned car. To 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 get your mind where I'm trying to describe this scene. So yeah, you
Yeah.
can see it at the end of this corridor, and the corridor would be a good. Uh, it looks like the distance is about like 60 feet. So if you guys are kind of mapping it out, you would have the street, and there would be a 60-foot corridor, and he's in the back 5-foot section of this 60-foot corridor.
Um, I'll send my rat in with. I think Kara said she was going first.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll use the map that we have. Let me draw this here real quick. Oops. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
My rat has 40 movement speed.
Okay. So here's the street. There's a street. There's a corridor. Um,
Wait, am I looking at this?
you guys
Yeah,
see
we're
that?
still on the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, no, I know. That's what
Oh,
I was
okay,
drawing it
see
there.
you're drawing
Yeah,
it.
look
Okay, I
over
can
to
see
the
it.
field a little bit. Here, I'll do a.
Yeah, I can see it.
I mean, I'm gonna get something out of this map, man. I worked so hard on it. It's got to be worth something. Okay, so yeah, you guys are probably here at the street. Um, let's see. I got Kara. Where'd Kara go? Okay, Kara. Okay. Um, and it's back here at the back. Okay, you're saying you're sending the mechanical rat in?
Behind Kara, because Kara said she was going in,
Oh, okay.
and my mechanical rat would be standing behind her.
Okay, so Kara, I mean, assuming that are you guys gonna, if you approach, it's sort of just laying there.
Yeah, Kara's gonna go ahead and approach it and see what's going on with it.
As soon as you get within 5 feet of it, it it doesn't do anything. Hang on. As soon
It
as you
attacks,
get,
it has disadvantage.
yeah, as soon as you get within 5. Okay, so if it does what now?
If it doesn't attack, it takes disadvantage for the attack.
If it doesn't attack, or if
my-
it does.
If it tries to hit her and do damage, it will take disadvantage for the
Okay.
attack.
Yeah. So So as you come out, it takes a swipe at you. And that's going to be a 13 plus 4. No, 13 plus 6. So that's 19 to hit.
With disadvantage?
Oh, sorry. Disadvantage. Actually, I roll better. I did roll too good. I rolled 18. Yeah, so the first one I said was the lowest of the two.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah, a 19 will hit.
Okay, so that does 8 points of piercing damage. It's sort of like laying there, so it kind of sticks you. That
Okay, so
yeah. Go ahead.
she's gonna use her reaction,
Okay.
and she's gonna hit him back for. Hang on. So her reaction is Wrath of the Storm,
Okay.
and it needs to make a dex save of 13.
Can you make a dex save when you're prone? You
I don't think
automatically.
Yeah.
you
You just
can.
have disadvantage,
You can. It's just a disadvantage. Okay.
I think.
Yeah, I
Uh.
think so.
Well. Okay.
I
We'll
don't have any quotes or
we'll rule that
rules
right now, and I'll look
citations.
it up later. So for right now, we'll just say it's a disadvantage. I'll look it up later. Um. 8 and a 6 plus. Actually, they are dexterous though. They so the highest was a 12.
Yeah, so it's gonna take 2d8
Oh, it's
lightning damage.
yeah, it's disadvantage. So never mind. It would. Okay, so it failed anyways. Okay, yeah. So what damage do you do at lightning?
Let me roll real quick. He's gonna take 14 damage.
Okay, yeah. So he takes 14 damage. Now in the initial, that was his. He had a held action, and he took that action. But now it's his turn, and he's gonna use his turn to stand up. Um, and let's see here. Who was it? Let's see. That was Kara. So he's gonna be in the initiative after Kara then. And he's gonna go for Kara because you're right in front of him. Um,
Do we have him like cornered now? Like he's in between us?
oh
That's
no,
what it looks like.
no, he's at the back. You guys wouldn't really had a way of getting behind his character. Hang on, let me do it where you can see. So if you guys would be like this.
But he can't like leave, I think is the
Oh no
question, right?
no, he is trapped. I mean, yeah,
Okay.
he's there.
Oh,
Okay, so he's gonna and I probably messed it up because he has advantage on saving throws against spells. So once again, I need to sit and read these. You guys, they have all this cool stuff. But matter of fact, okay, wait, I see the. Oh, okay, so whatever happened happened, but from now on, I know what he does. So I will say that y'all probably got a little bit of extra stuff that you probably weren't supposed to. Okay, so he's gonna go for. Oh my gosh! Wow. Okay, Car, you ready?
Yeah,
You ready to ready to end it all? So
yeah.
how about this? I'll say the extra damage happened as a result of him being prone. Now he is not prone, and he's up, and he takes his rapier, and you see him do a Zora move, shoo, 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 at Kara, and we have a 9, a 17, and a 19. So
Okay, so the 17 and the 19 hit.
okay, you take 16. So he goes and his first one he kind of doesn't get you. Maybe you kind of dodge back a little bit, but with your character is hey you're for a moment you're like he ain't got me. He missed that one, and he comes back and does this cross slash across you, and you take 8 points, and he does another side when you take a total of 16 points of piercing damage. That is the end of his turn, and in this initiative, Locket, you are up.
I have a question.
Yeah.
This might sound stupid. Um, being as I'm an artificer and I have had regular relations, I assume, with Nimble, who lives in the church,
Relations?
would I know? I don't know.
What
Like
kind
I
of
know
relations?
him, right? I know about him. Would I know
Oh.
that there's a way to disable him
You
to
don't know
make it
this.
so that he can't
You don't necessarily know this
like
one. This is
attack
one.
us?
This is one that Nim built.
Yeah.
You don't. Yeah.
But
So you
would
don't.
would I assume that there's a way because he's a piece of machine that I could like flick the off switch and he would just stop working, or would we have to destroy him?
You can yeah, you I would say you actually would be the latter end of that. You would know that this is something that you've never seen before that was created to do bad things, and they wouldn't have a kill switch. You know what I mean? Like this is made to do
Yeah.
damage. It's not. It doesn't have that. You don't put an off switch on a tank, or whatever. Like
Yeah.
yeah, so
Okay.
yeah, no, your character would know that this is meant for battle.
So I'll
This was
stand here
particularly
so
meant
that
for
I
battle.
can see him. And would I be able to shoot my crossbow without,
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
causing harm to
No, you're
my
fine. Yes, you can do.
allies?
Absolutely, you can do that.
Okay. Uh, 18 plus stuff. So let me look at the stuff. 18 plus 7 for 25, I think.
Yeah, that hits.
Oops. For 8 points of damage.
All right. Okay.
And I'll tell my robotic friend to try and swap places with Kara, so he's gonna try and move Kara behind him and then attack.
Hmm. Let me see. She would need to use her. You mean move?
So he's gonna like
You
grab
need
her,
to do what you.
spin her to get her behind him. Whether she
That
cooperates
he
or
can
not is
do
gonna
that.
be
He
up to
can do
her.
that as his action. I would allow that for his action, but then he wouldn't have like that's what he can do. He can pick her up and
Okay.
do that. If that's and you don't have to roll for that. That just happens. Okay, so
Okay, Kara,
he
you
took
get
his
set
action to
behind
pick her
him.
up and trade places with her.
Okay.
Okay. So now and he was able to set you on the other side. That's the end of his action, and now we're at Ardal.
Okay, I'm gonna move up so I can see. And I don't know if it's gonna work, but I'm gonna throw a Bane on the nimble right.
Okay.
So that's a charisma save, DC 12.
Huh. Yeah, he has a -2 charisma. 8 minus 2 is a 6.
Okay, so for all attack rolls and saving throws for the next minute, he has to roll a d4 and subtract the number.
Okay, for all his attacks. Okay.
So opposite of bless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I'm just gonna
It's a good.
stay out of the way.
Wait, I have to roll a d4. What?
And
Why
Yeah.
don't
subtract it from all his.
Why don't you roll the d4 to see what it
Okay.
deducts? So when we get there, you do that roll because if I do it, it's probably not going to be as
Okay.
good as if you do it. Okay, so all right, that's all. Now we're back up to Celine.
All right. Yeah, she's gonna take a shot at him.
Go for it.
She pulls out a pistol. Oh my god! Apparently, you cursed my dice from Florida.
That's
That
how it
is
goes.
Let's see. That's it's still an 11 to hit.
No. 9.
And she's gonna, because she can attack, she's gonna pull out her small pistol, my palm pistol, and attack with that. A 4, a different dice, and I rolled that's
Yeah.
4 4s in a row.
That's right.
Another at 11. So
I don't know
that
if
misses.
you play League of Legends, but it sounds like you need to get some gin in your life.
Okay, so yeah,
I mean, I could use some gin anyways.
Celine's just shooting, doing the Yosemite Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do that. Celine points her guns down and like, whoa!
Oh, that rascally vomit.
Yeah, that vermin. And Celine floats in the air a little bit. And that then takes us to Ty Lee. You're up. You can see this little dude and your buddies.
Tylee would like to cast Hideous Laughter.
Okay.
Ah ha ha.
Is that a charisma? What save is that?
Wisdom save 13.
Okay. 6.
You
Minus
fall
4.
prone.
All right.
He
That's
actually rolled a 2.
yeah. Oh.
We suddenly hear mechanical laughter.
Yeah. Like the Batman movie. How's that do? How'd that do in the Batman?
Yeah, that's
That may
what
not
it
be
was,
y'all's.
yeah.
That's the real Batman, the one Michael Keaton. No, I'm kidding. You guys.
Yeah, I know.
That's
I
probably
know
not
what you're
y'all
talking
Batman.
about.
Yeah, so he falls down. He's prone, and does he take any damage for that, or is he just prone?
I think he's just prone because he just can't stop laughing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
he
he's
has
And on
no
prone.
his turn, he has
actions.
to make another saving throw to see if he can get
Yeah.
out of it. Or
And
if
y'all,
he's attacked, I
okay,
think.
like okay, yeah. So you can hear that.
At the end of each of its turns,
He can try to get
and
out of it.
each time it takes damage, the target can make another wisdom.
Okay, so Kara, you're up. You can see him prone, uh, laughing.
He has advantage on the saving throw if it's triggered by damage.
Okay. All right, so you're up, Kara.
Okay, so
Thunder, feel the thunder.
yeah.
You know,
So
I did that on one of our YouTube videos. Kari, I think you played in that thing. There was a group playing. We called it the Thunder Squad, and then YouTube flagged
yeah,
it.
it was the Thunder Tree.
I was like, dude, I'm tight with Imagine Dragons. I can play their stuff. Like, don't worry. But anyway, okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead. What?
For her bonus action, she's gonna cast Healing Word on herself,
Hmm.
and she's gonna heal for 10 points.
Okay. And are you taking any action against the Nimble right?
Yes, she will.
Okay.
So she's gonna go.
So creepy.
It really is. So because he's prone, she's
Yeah.
gonna actually hit him with her Warhammer for advantage.
I'm trying. What's the reach on your Warhammer?
5 feet.
Because right now you're 10 feet.
Yeah, you're behind my
blocked.
mechanical rat.
Yeah.
All right, fine. Then
You
we'll
can
do
try and
this.
move through them if you want.
I wish y'all could see this paper right now. Because you're making all these plans and you guys are blowing your spell slots left and right. I really.
I got plenty.
You got a 20? Yeah, it hits.
Well, since he's prone, she's just gonna go ahead and she's gonna hit him with Sacred Flame
Hmm.
because he has to make a Dex save.
Let's see. Okay, so he has. I have advantage against magic, so I get to do. So it cancels that out.
And then you still have to subtract the d4 from the save.
Yeah. Okay. So what's the save?
13.
And y'all are lucky because y'all do this stuff, and I don't even see this stuff. All right, 13. He rolled a 14 minus what?
2.
Oh, okay.
Minus 2,
He rolled
so
a
12.
Wait, what kind of save was it?
It's a Dex save,
Dexterity.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So
but he's prone, so he's already at disadvantage.
yeah.
But
Well,
he has
right. He has
advantage
advantage
because-
against magic attacks. Okay. So what? How much damage do you do?
4 damage.
So describe how you do this sacred flame.
Kara touches the amulet on her shield, and as she does, holy light from the heavens descends upon
Yeah. So as this come
the
down,
nimble right.
yeah, you hear him go, and he stops.
Do you
Thank
save?
goodness.
Oh,
Are we
I don't know.
officially
Yes.
out of combat?
He has to beat the
I
13
don't know.
of wisdom save.
I don't know. He stopped. Oh, he doesn't need to roll. He stopped.
Oh, okay. Oh,
He's not laughing no more.
He's dead.
I don't know. Why don't you go poke on him with a stick? Why don't you go poke on him with a stick there?
If we're out of combat, then my rat's gonna pick up the nimble right
Yeah. So
and start carrying him.
Yeah. So you pick him up, and as you pick him up, or as the rat picks him up, you guys, Kara, can you give me just a perception check at advantage?
Sure.
So because you guys are out of combat, I'll say you're sort of maneuvering around each other.
A 16.
So yeah, as the rat picks him up and begins to carry his lifeless body out of there. Um, you can see on where he was prone. It looks to be a case, a round circular case, like a leather case with two caps on either end and a strap. The strap the strap looks broken. So some kind of a leather tube with two pieces or two caps on either end and a broken strap.
Okay, she'll pick up the tube and show it to the others.
I got a tube. Yeah, so they see you waving a it's kind of a red, like a mahogany red color case, leather case with a tube case with two caps on either end and a broken strap. So you're all out of combat. He died. He only had one hit point. That was funny. You guys were all like, "I'm doing this. I'm gonna cast it," and I'm like, "Gee, wow! Just keep spinning, keep blowing them spell slots, guys. Keep spinning it all on the one."
I mean, most of us used cantrips.
You
The only
got
spell that we used
so
was
mechanically.
I
healing
just
word.
used one.
Your homework for next week is gonna be y'all all need to look up action economy in D&D, because when it's like 5 players on one, y'all don't really have to go all crazy with your spells because
I felt
you're
special.
you're probably gonna win. Because I feel my biggest fear, well, not a fear, I guess it'd be fun. My biggest fear is when we get to the dungeon, y'all are gonna blow all your spells on room number one, and then
Yeah,
get
that might
like,
be a thing.
yeah, I don't know,
Well,
but hey,
hopefully by the time we get to the dungeon, they'll have more than enough spell
my
slots.
funnest game I ever played was when my little druid died. And the DM was like so apologetic, and I was like, "What? That's like the funnest I ever had. Like it was great, and they even have like a little graveyard for him and everything." Okay,
Oh.
so yeah, I think death is an underrated thing that people don't like. It's part of the fun. Okay, so anyways, so you wave the case around. What do you guys want to do?
If people are taking their time, then I'm gonna try and like disassemble the nimble right into little pieces.
Tylee will play a little tune for the music that he once appreciated, even though it wasn't him. But Tylee assumes all Nimblerod's lame machinery like music for some odd reason. They want what they can't have, but synthesizers are cool, so.
These, yeah. So music's going. Okay, so what do you? All right. So what do you guys want to do? Anything? You got
So
him.
what?
You
What
found this.
is?
You found a leather, uh, a leather tube with two caps on either end of it and a strap. Apparently it was carrying this tube, and but it broke in the battle. It kind of broke in it, but Kara found it.
Well, Kara will go ahead and open the tube to see what's inside it.
So when you open the tube, you pull out looks to be a note and a map. And the note says, "My dearest Jarlaxle, hang on, let me see what it says. Uh, let's see here. Let's see. Okay. Okay. You see, in the note, it says, my dearest Jarlaxle, I have secured the stone. Riches are in our future beyond anything either us could have imagined. My husband suspects nothing. My dear, see the attached map, and my Nimblewright has hidden the treasure at this location. Please quickly go and retrieve it before anyone finds it. I'm afraid time is of the essence." And on the map, you can see an X on the Trades Ward uh, district. Those of you, all of you that know Waterdeep, you recognize this location. That this seems to be this seems to be like a house in the Trades Ward district, and you would know how to get there. Any of you that know Waterdeep could look at this map and easily know where to go in the Trades Ward to go to this location. And it's signed Yala Galhund, forever your love. So no,
two-timing.
yeah. Anyway, okay, so yeah, you see this note. It appears that so your characters, again, sometimes I don't explain this good. Your characters appear that Lady Garlahan is the one that procured all this to steal this stone. It looks like Lady Garlahan was successful at getting the stone and sent this Nimblewright to hide it at this location on the X. And Jarlaxle needs to go get it for this location.
Well, ladies, looks like we know where to go to next.
Okay, but can we wait a minute? And I'm trying to remove the hands and the feet off of the nimble rod.
So so I would say, like, if you're going to I'm trying to
mechanically,
think
by the way, I'm not trying to like deal damage to it. I'm just trying to, like, if there's a screw that does the wrist, I'm undoing the screw.
Because do you have like tools that you just carry with you to do that?
I have Tinker's tools, yeah, and I have Smithy's tools, the portable ones anyway.
I fixed my Joy-Con the other day, and that took me 30 minutes. So I'm gonna say each of these items that mechanically will say you can do 2 items per hour. How about that?
Okay.
I mean, isn't she proficient in it?
Well, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good at fixing Joy-Cons. I'm just thinking if I were to take a computer and, you know, how long does it take?
I mean, it's like
this is a
it's
pretty
like I'm trying to remake a keyboard at this point. So yeah,
it's not.
It might take a while.
It's not like one screw and the leg falls off. This is
yeah.
She's having to figure this out, and you know. So I mean, that's what it takes to fix a Joy-Con. So I figure a mechanical thing of this nature would at least be as hard as a Joy-Con.
I'd like to assist by playing some sweet lo-fi beats.
Yeah, so if you guys are hanging out there,
so this would take like 2 hours if you guys are okay with that. She's just gonna keep working, and if you guys start to leave, she'll go with you guys.
Can't we just take it with us?
My rat's carrying it. It's in his arms.
The note, your characters, again, maybe your character, you're not aware of the situation of the note. If Jarlaxle already knows where the stone was taken to, you're not aware of that. Like you're not aware of, like, you know, this is the next day. You don't know this happened last night, so it's been at least a night. At this point it's been, what would we say, at least let's see, I went to bed like 11. You got up at 9, so it's been about 12 hours. So you're not sure how much of a jump Jarlaxle has on you. Now y'all may not care, but I'm just saying you don't know. You don't know. You don't even know if he knows about the map. You have no idea.
And I'm not saying that like it's just gonna sit here and be stubborn about this. She's just like, wait 1 second. I almost got this. Let me.
probably the thing mechanically that you guys might want to talk as players, is do you is this stone of any interest to you guys? Like, there's a stone and it leads to a treasure. And it
There's a
just
Do
stone
we
in.
know?
it depends on if your characters care about that or not.
Do we
Well,
know that it
Yeah,
leads to
y'all knew
treasure?
that. Yeah, that's what y'all been
Okay.
doing. Y'all been You know that the little dwarf was bringing the stone to you. That the
The
dwarf was
gnome.
attacked. Raynar and Everember wanted you guys to get the stone because it leads to a treasure. But other people are after this treasure. They've taken the stone. They stole it. Y'all know now that Lady Garna is the one that hired this. You saw that I mean, your characters would need to assess that probably that night the Nimblewright ran away and hid the stone, and you have the map
So
of the location of that.
in that bag, it was just the note. There was no stone with it.
No, the stone wasn't there. It was a bag with a note to Jarlaxle and a map of where the Nimblewright hid the stone.
All right, so then it would be safe to say that if the stone's not there, that Julaxel
With
got
it
the
be
stone
with it
and
being
is
the
on
next
its
day,
way.
yeah, with it being the next day, it's very
So-
possible that Jarlaxle has the stone and it may not be there. Very, very possible. You just don't know. Y'all just don't know. You haven't done any investigation or
Well, yeah.
anything.
We also
Well,
don't have any idea
so-
where Jalaxel is, right?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Deductive reasoning would be that
He's a familiar
have-
character in the Docks district. I mean, he's one of the. He's a little bit like Xanathar. You don't just show up to Xanathar, you know, like you don't go waltzing into Xanathar's lair, you know. So yeah, but yeah, you have that location. You don't know if that note made it to Jarlaxle or not. I mean, I don't know. You can assess whether or not you think Jarlaxle would have kept the note or would he have given it to the, you know, either one. So you don't know.
either way, somebody has the stone, whether it's Jarlaxle or not.
Yeah.
We do know that somebody has the stone and the possible location
Right, in the
of
Tradeswind
the
district.
treasure.
Mhm.
So we need to get to the Tradeswind district as fast as possible because we don't want to
From
miss
where
out.
from where you guys are at right now, it take you roughly about 1 hour. So I think right now we're what time are we now? Like 10 o'clock in the morning.
Roughly, yeah.
Let's just say 10. Okay, so you could be there by 11.
If I have been working that entire time, does that mean I have the two hands off at least?
You wouldn't be able to like work and run. I mean, this is a pretty big thing. I think your rat could
Oh,
probably
I thought you
carry.
were saying we were standing there. Never
No,
mind.
y'all. Oh no, y'all are just talking right now. I was trying to say that for your characters because
Yeah.
if your characters would care, I mean, maybe they wouldn't. The way you've been playing Locket, I think Locket would definitely want money. You know,
Oh,
I
Locket
mean,
definitely
so
wants money.
I mean, I don't. I mean, I don't want to tell you how to play your character, but I'm just saying. Look, I'm put it in this perspective. There's some stone that can lead to a lot of treasure, and your character right now is worried about taking a foot off of a machine.
My character is
So I
in
don't
the
know what's more
mindset that
important.
she could have this Nimblerot obey her commands, which is why she wanted the original
yeah.
Nimblerot.
Okay.
So she's trying to take the limbs off so that it doesn't hurt her, and then she's gonna heal it, and then she's gonna try and get information out of it. But she's not
Okay.
telling anybody this.
Yeah, no, it's okay. Yeah, so that's yeah. So either one. I mean, if you guys as characters, y'all can hang out there while she does this.
If
I'm
you
just, I'm
guys
just
start
keeping,
going somewhere, I'm
the
just
reason-
gonna start following.
The reason
by
why
the
I'm
way.
keeping track of time in this game is because every time you guys things are happening in real time.
Yeah.
That's going right now. There are things that would have been available last night that may not be available now. If y'all wait an hour, I mean, if y'all wait 2 hours to do whatever, things are moving. Your characters are well aware that there is a treasure, there is a stone, and several people are after that treasure more than you. There is lots of different people going after that. I mean, God, it's like a big treasure hoard. Of course, every crime boss in Waterdeep is going after that. So,
Also, Locket is not paying attention to the time when she's working on things. She's like in the zone working on them, so she's not paying attention to
yeah,
how much time is going
in this
by.
moment, you may have started, and then you guys as a party, you guys are either you don't care about the stone, or you want to wait on Locket, or you want to go to this location.
Or we're
or
gonna. I mean,
I
Celine's
would
going to
suggest
go
we
to
go
the
for the treasure.
location.
yeah, or Kara pulls out and throws a bunch of fireballs and knocks all y'all out, takes your money. Tylee's like, no. Okay, so all right, what did y'all decide to do?
We're heading to the place. We're gonna go to the
Yeah.
district.
So if this is the case, the 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 mouse robot can carry it. I'm gonna say
Yeah.
logistically, you do not have to do this, but logistically, y'all would have passed your tavern on the way. If you want to drop the robot there, you could do that. But you don't have to.
No, I
If you
want to take it with me
Yeah,
just
so
in
y'all
case I
carry it
have
with
time
you.
to work on
Okay,
it.
so now you guys come to this alley area, and so as you guys are approaching, you can see. Let me describe this to you guys because this is the alleyway, and you guys can see the let's see here. Okay, you guys can see where this small house is. Again, you're in an alleyway. There's several houses. You recognize a small house, and give me a little bit of your marching order that you guys would kind of be traveling in.
I'll put Celine first.
Okay. All right. Celine's up front. All right. And who would be in the back? You don't have to give me all your positions. Who would be in the back of the party?
Probably my rat. And I'm
The
like walking in front of it, trying to fimble with the hand and not really making progress.
Okay.
I'll
It's,
be playing music next to Locket.
okay. So we got Locket in the back, a rat, then Locket next to the rat, and then Ty Lee, Kara. Are you in the middle, and then Ardal?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. All right. So then you guys hear, "Look out!" And Celine is hit by, looks like some kids riding an apple cart down the hill, and they come in from one of the side streets, and they hit you, and they all fall over, and you are able to take a shot at making a save, so you can give me a dexterity save if you want to try to jump out of the way. Look out! They're coming down with these apple cart.
Jesus Christ. Dex save. Not proficient at Dex saves.
It's an apple cart with
Um,
kids. How bad can that be?
Yeah, I rolled a 10.
Okay, yeah. So so they square you, like you bump up on this apple cart, and you guys can see that Celine falls into the apple cart, and they all go, and guys hit a wall. Pff, you actually don't take any damage, but y'all so y'all see Celine at the end of this alleyway, in a broken apple cart. Um, you can see there's three kids, and they go, oh, we're so sorry, ma'am, we're so sorry, and and they go, are you hurt, are you hurt, and they stand up, and you can see that they're three children. um, they Your characters know a name that I didn't tell you. The name of the person that this house belongs to is Furnace. Furnace. Fenerus. Y'all know that name was on the map. That's who house you're trying to go to. So the kids, they
Okay.
jump up, and there's actually three kids. There's two little boys, and I tell you, man, it's in the book, bro. Did you read ahead, or do you not know?
Nah,
If you don't know,
I don't know this stuff.
I'm telling you, man. Page 63. It's in the book. One of the little girls has a scar on her face, just like you do.
I hope she didn't get it
They
the same
wrote this
way.
for you. They wrote this for you. Yeah. So
Terrible.
yeah.
Call
So
out. An apple a day doesn't keep the doctor away when it's that way.
So yeah. So they're like, we're so sorry. We're so sorry. And she's brushing off, and the one little girl's really, obviously taken like a. I mean, that would be amazing to her. Like to see somebody like an adventurer like you. Please don't hurt us, ma'am. Please, we're so sorry. We didn't mean to. We were just playing. It got out of control. We thought we could break in time, but we couldn't.
son of a monkey's uncle. Oh, that's all right. It's
And then one of
all
the little
right. I
boy
got
goes, "You're aware of my uncle who's the Monkey King of Cholt? You know?"
apparently.
Apparently.
Good guess.
Yeah, no. You know of the treasures of the land of dinosaur? Where my ancestors are
yeah.
from? Okay.
Land of the lost.
Yeah.
Land of the lost.
Okay, go ahead. All right, yeah.
Just like, it's all right. I'm not gonna hurt you. You don't need to worry about that. I'm not in the habit of hurting kids. But what the hell are you guys doing?
And they say to you, and they say, "Oh, we play on these streets all the time. We know the neighborhood very well. We know all the neighbors here."
Have you been seeing a lot of people come through here that you might not have seen before? You know, a
Um,
group of peoples.
and one of them says, "I didn't see. Uh, let me see. Let's see. It says, I didn't see a group of people." Um, and she says, "I didn't see a group of people, but I did see." Um, let's see.
Would I know what
Yeah, go ahead.
Sharlaxo looks like? Like I could describe him and just be like,
Yeah,
this
you're.
guy.
You've seen him. He would be a dark elf. He's known for wearing a hat with a feather in it.
Yeah.
And he typically is sort of
Figured,
in charge of the festivals and things around town. But you
she would
also
have
know,
known.
yeah, you know that it's not again a little bit like Xanathar kind of. The
Yeah, it's a bounty hunter. She would have that info.
Yeah. So they say to you that the only thing strange is last night there was this like a like a large toy man that went over to Furnace's house, and then there was a bunch of people. They were, and as she describes these people, it sounds to you guys like remember the cloth, uh, 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 the shadow guy or whatever that was burnt. Did you have a question?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah,
I have an interjection.
yeah,
My rat's gonna start making the what was it called? The robot thing that I'm trying to take apart.
yeah.
Is gonna start making him like look like he's standing up and like hold his arms out like this.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And then they go, "That's it. That's the one." But he was moving on his own.
Did you see where he went or where he was going or
Yeah, and they
anything
point to
like that?
Furnace's house, which is the house that matches your map. And they said that after he left, a bunch of the guys that are described, like the guy that had taken the stone before, they said a bunch of those people went in there, and we heard a lot of loud noises. They go, "We don't know. We hid." But that's all we know. You can see
Well,
that the door is basically, it's not open, but it's not shut to his house. It's just kind of crooked open there. They're not willing to go to it. They don't. Something went down.
I was like, well, thank you kindly very much. We'll call this even, and just be much more careful when you're playing around with those cards. They can be quite dangerous, and I don't want to see any of you get those sweet little faces hurt.
And they go, "Yeah, yes, ma'am." And they kind of militant, and they begin to pick up the cart and pick the apples up.
Are they selling apples?
No,
Okay. I was gonna buy some.
they're like,
I want to steal them
yeah,
instead.
yeah, yeah. Y'all, oh, you could easily overpower these guys.
No.
I could steal apples from a kid.
Kara, because they're
I was
kids.
gonna
If
buy
if
them
Kara wants to
with
do
like
her
money.
little electric thing, she can. I mean, you can offer.
That's what I'm saying. Like, are you kids selling those apples?
And the one little girl with the scar on her, she looks up and she says, "Sure. What are you offering?"
I have a gold piece. How many can I get for
Shoot,
that?
yeah, yeah. She like pulls out 6 apples.
Okay. Is it in a bag?
No,
Probably.
no, no. It's like she's holding them in her hand.
Like, I'm gonna ask. Do you guys have like a bag?
And so she reaches over to one of her or one of the others that has like a little satchel, and she dumps the satchel out, and a bunch of little pieces of little things fall out. It
Oh.
looks like M McDonald toys fall out of it, and she puts the apples in the
Oh.
bag and hands it to you.
I'm gonna hand her my McDonald. I think it was a badger.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's like, "Oh, I don't have this. It's amazing."
Well, there you go, kid.
Yeah.
Sorry I took your bag.
Okay, so you're gonna give him 6 gold for the apples?
1 gold.
Oh,
I was
one
gonna
gold
give
for
her one
6 apples?
gold.
And she's like, "Wait a minute."
I said, what can I get for one
That's-
gold?
That sounds like
Oh.
a good
I
deal.
specified that I was gonna give them 1 gold, and
What?
then you said 6 apples. I was like, all
One
right.
gold piece. 6 apples for 1 gold piece. They're making out
I
like
know,
bandits.
I know. I was thinking that's what I was gonna say. If she gave him 6
At
gold,
least
they're
a
like
whole cart.
now they go from being urchins to living in the they move in the
No.
upper.
Yeah.
I offered 1 gold.
Yeah. So they give you the 6 apples in a satchel, and they take the 1 gold, and you can see they're really kind of hoping you don't back out of the deal.
No, I hand them the gold and the badger.
Okay. Yeah. So they take it, and they're really happy, and they like run off.
Okay.
They're
Do
really
they take
happy.
their cart?
Nope. They leave it there, and they just run
Oh,
off.
cool.
Hey, we got a cart.
All right.
Yeah. So you guys have an apple cart.
Nice. I'm not taking that.
You can put the guy in the apple cart, and he can push the body like that.
No, thank you.
Okay, all right. So what do you guys want to do? You got the building's there. The door's not locked or anything. It's clearly been broken into.
Yeah, so Celine's gonna enter kind of like like cops do in the movies where you kind of like
Yeah,
you have
come
the,
in
you
with
have the
your
gun
pistol.
up and you kind of like open the door with one hand to kind of hang out of the way and then kind of like start trying to clear the rooms.
Yeah. So you go in there and you look, and you can see the let's see. So as you look in the room, you can see that the place has been completely ransacked. There is blood all about. In the kitchen area, you can see that there is a specific drawing on the wall that is drawn out of blood, and it looks similar. Do you guys remember before when you saw that circle with the little spokes sticking out?
Yeah.
That's been drawn in blood. Um, and you can look. You can see that there's small pools of blood on the kitchen floor, and you can see that this blood and the blood on the wall is fresh. It has not been. This probably happened this morning. Now, are you guys going in with Celine, or are you guys
Son of
staying
a
outside?
bitch.
I would probably
Are the
go
kids
in,
outside?
but
No, the kids ran
I
off.
would stay I would be like 10 feet back at least.
Okay. All right. So, Tylee, where are you at in all this?
She'll stay border. She won't make a decision. She'll stay in between.
Just kind of. All right, Kara, where are you at with this? Are you inside? You outside?
She would have gone inside with
Yeah,
Celine.
Okay. All right, Lockett. Are you outside with the? Well, you're outside
I'm-
getting gold. And
I'm going in, but I'm like 10 feet behind where they are going in.
okay, and Ardell, are you inside or outside?
No, I'll hang outside.
Those of
Just
you
keeping
that
an
are
eye out for
outside, you can see a tall, graceful woman in an emerald gleam, God, in an emerald green cloak approaches, and I think the person in the most back, I think that Tylee, I guess you would be, probably Tylee, and she kind of walks up, um, and she says, "If you've come looking for Furnace Stormcastle, which you guys know to be the name that was on your sheet, like that was on the note, I mean on the map. If you've come looking
Yeah.
for Furnace Stormcastle, I'm afraid you're too late. Clearly, it appears that Xanathar's gotten to him first. Furnace had something in his possession that I desire. Perhaps you could help me retrieve it?"
Is she talking to me?
Yes.
What are you talking about? I was just hired for entertainment. I'm not getting paid here.
And she looks at you and she says, "Oh, of course, I would never ask anyone uh, to work uh, to work for free. Obviously, uh, if you were able to help me, uh, I would be most generous. You see this stone," and she begins to describe to you the stone of Golar, and
Mm-hmm.
she says to you that um, she describes to you um, that this stone uh, has a this stone is a magic item, and there's a large, and she says to you, there's a large cache of gold that's been embezzled from the city by its previous lord, and you guys would know that to be she's talking about Lord Neverember's, I mean Lord Raynar's dad. Um,
Yeah.
she says, if you can retrieve this stone for the good of Waterdeep and the people, that gold belongs to the people of Waterdeep. Um, she says, if you can retrieve this and return the stone to me at the Seven Mass Theater. Oh, yeah, she says, if you can retrieve this stone for the good of Waterdeep and deliver it to me at the Seven Mass Theater in the dock ward. So y'all, I'm going to make a note of that, Seven Mask Theater. Um, so she said, if you retrieve it and give it to her at the theater, let me see. Um, she says, I can. She says to you, I can award you with 10,000 gold apiece.
I and I see she's directly talking to me, and I just like point to my case and it's like kind of implying like I'm a bard. Why are
Um,
you talking to me?
well, you were there. I mean, she's sort of addressing you, and then sort of the party. And so basically, she's asking.
So she comes up on us when we're looking at a murder scene, a random pretty woman.
Yeah, yeah. If you want to do an insight check,
I'll do that. I
Yep.
mean, I want the money for myself, so I mean, I wasn't going to agree.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Let me. Okay,
It's an insight check.
I got a 17.
Yeah. So as you look at her, you 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 get the impression that she in fact wants to that this stone leads to a hoard of money that she does believe belongs to the citizens of Waterdeep, and
Hmm.
she appears to be offering you guys a finder's fee of 10,000 gold apiece if you help recover this gold for the people of Waterdeep. That she's sincere in that.
I wonder how much. There must be a lot of gold that she can offer 10,000 apiece.
I think we're getting ripped off if we're getting 10,000 apiece.
And she says while it's true that Waterdeep is a very she says while it's true that Waterdeep does have very wealthy amongst us, it's my intention that this gold should be distributed amongst the lesser wards, and the gold would be very valuable to them. So she's not wanting to take this gold and distribute it in the upper docks. She's wanting to recover this gold for the poor people of Waterdeep to, like to go amongst the poor people. If you guys want to, if so, she says to you guys that this she doesn't have a problem telling you what the cash is. She says to you that the cash is 500,000 dragons, and it could completely give the poor people of Waterdeep a chance to move up, and even distribute it evenly among the lower districts. It would give them a leg up that they need to finally have a true place and live in peace. So that's her thing. So she's telling you that this hoard of gold is 500,000 gold pieces. And yeah, I mean, there's an element of that. I mean, she's offering you 10,000 apiece. If you say yeah, that is a small drop in the bucket of what this is. But her cause is to help the poor people of Waterdeep.
She's like Bernie Sanders for Waterdeep.
Yeah, yeah. She's like, feel the burn.
Sling just wants to be like, no promise.
Yeah.
But we'll help you find it.
And so
Like, do you happen to know where this stone is at the moment?
and she says, well, clearly, uh, she goes, I'm not sure how familiar are Waterdeep, but clearly this is the work of Xanathar, and she gives you the location to Xanathar's cellar complex, and she believes that Xanathar is the one that took the stone. I mean, and you guys saw I mean, y'all can roll an inside check, but you
Yeah.
guys saw. So obviously,
But we saw the
so you would
sign,
get that she's already like you.
literally.
Yeah, she was. She she sees you guys there. She's already inspected this place, and she knows. Obviously, it was done by the Xanathar Guild. They're the ones that took the stone. So she wants you to get it and bring it to her at the theater. And in exchange for bringing the stone, she'll give you 10,000 gold pieces apiece.
Basically, she doesn't even.
I
want
gotta
us to
find out.
find the
I gotta
treasure.
find
She
out
just
what
I
y'all's
wanna-
wants the
character's
stone so
motivation
she can-
is, because it's clearly not gold. Every time it's gold offered to y'all,
Oh
y'all are always
no,
like,
it's
I don't know.
it's gold, but do I
Kylie
want
just said we're
10,000
getting
gold,
a cut.
or do
Like,
I want 100,000 gold?
There's
Because if we
five-
split 500,000
500,000
five ways,
apples.
then we get
So she,
100,000 apiece.
yeah.
So,
Well, are y'all having this discussion in front of her, or?
well, no, we're not. That's what.
I
Okay,
was
yeah.
gonna
So
covertly-
maybe.
That's the discussion we're all having in our heads at the moment.
Yeah. Okay. I would say maybe don't say that out loud. So right now she thinks you guys went, you saw what happened, and she's clearly not like an adventurer. She doesn't have the means, so she's offering to hire you guys for 10,000 gold to go get this stone back from Xanathar's guild and give it to her at the theater, so that she can use it to obtain the hoard of gold and help the citizens of Waterdeep. I mean, from
If anybody's curious, by the way, Locket's understanding of this is we just have to give her the stone. Doesn't mean
right.
she has to keep it.
Yeah.
If we
Well-
present it to her and say, "Hey,
I
we
mean,
gave you the
yeah.
stone,
If it's just
10,000
her,
gold to each of us in the short term," and then we can just get the stone back and actually go find the treasure.
yeah, probably the three fireballs from Kara would certainly take her out.
Yeah, but
I
she's
mean,
not gonna
and
she's
stealth
not gonna
is,
give
like,
us the money
definitely our
until
stuff.
after we've already.
She says
Yeah, she's
that
not gonna give you
she
the.
would
wants
like-
the
She's
stone.
gonna pay you for
If we
bringing her
give
the
her-
stone. Yeah.
If we give her the stone, then she'll pay us.
Right.
My understanding
That's
was
all she's
that
asking
once
for.
they find the treasure, she'll pay us out of the treasure. That's what I was thinking. She was saying.
She was saying she was going to pay us for giving her the stone to enable her to find the
Right.
treasure.
Yes.
Gotta read in between the lines if you want to be a bitch.
Well, that's what I'm saying is I'm not gonna go I'm not gonna go get the stone, find the treasure, and then go through all the trouble of finding the treasure only to get 10,000. It's not how that's gonna work.
No, what Lockett is currently thinking.
Wait,
in
wait,
her
wait.
head
Let me
and
let me
not
ask you
saying
guys
out
real quick.
loud.
Wait, let me ask you.
We're
real
gonna
quick.
pull.
Are
I'm
y'all
gonna
gonna
pull
take her up
everybody
on it?
aside.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull everybody aside. We're gonna be like, give us 1 second. Let us talk about it, and
She goes.
we're gonna talk
Certainly,
about it.
certainly. I can understand Xanathar. Xanathar is definitely a very powerful being, and I understand not every adventurer is up to a task like that. I think you should take time to talk it over. I'll just be over here.
How did she find us here?
She's like,
We were
And
just
she,
literally
and she
walking
says,
around.
I was here earlier. She says, Fearness was a very close friend of mine, and I actually was going to hopefully. I was trying to find. Shoot, I forgot the guy's name. Is it Barnabas?
Oh,
What's his
yeah,
name?
that's
Barnabas.
The
that's
guard?
the-
Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
trying to fetch a guard, and I didn't see any around, and I didn't want to. I didn't want to leave it. It was very shocking to me. I was just here, and then I see you guys here. I thought perhaps it could be possible that even Barnabas had sent you. I hear. All I know is that Barnabas has a new girlfriend with a scar, and.
Like, it just sounds mighty suspect. All right, we're gonna
And-
talk about it. Give us
Yeah.
a second.
And I know. I mean, and look. Hey, whatever happens between you and Barnabas, I mean, that's your.
No.
I can respect that, and he is
I'm
a
gonna
good man.
shoot you in your face if you keep talking.
And so,
we're
My
gonna go
rat's gonna
talk.
like
so
my rat's gonna like position between her and our group as we huddle up so that
Yeah.
she can't like approach.
so she agrees. She agrees that breaking into the Xanathars, messing with the Xanathar is not something every adventurer may want to do, and y'all may not want to take her up on it. So she steps aside, and y'all are able to talk freely.
So
I
Lockett's
just
gonna
don't trust
whisper. Lockett will whisper because she doesn't want her to overhear. She's gonna say, I mean, we could just give her the stone and then take it for ourselves after she pays us, right? That's sounds like a legit thing we could do. More money for us.
I mean, yes, but I don't trust her.
You don't have to trust her. You just have to trust her
Yeah, I don't trust her to
abilities.
even try to even kind of have the stone in her hands. Who knows what might happen or what she might be capable of. I mean, if we want to do good
Well-
for the city, I say we go get the money and then decide what we're going to do for the city afterwards.
I mean,
I
I
can't-
didn't say I wanted her to have the money. I just said we could get paid for the stone and get it back.
Yeah, but that's assuming we can get it back. That's,
Well, I mean,
that's what I'm
give me-
saying.
If you give me some time, I can probably remake this guy and make him listen to me.
Yeah, we ain't got that kind of time. Somebody's already got the stone. They probably already have the location. They might not even need the stone anymore.
What I'm saying is we can go get the stone. We can have it in our possession. Could spend time doing this, and then we could pretend to give the stone to her, and then I can send him in to get it back because he already stole it from somebody else, right?
Sounds kind of convoluted to me, but what does everybody else think?
Your characters would know. Your characters would not think that he stole the stone. He was given to the stone to deliver. Yeah, I mean your characters would not. Your characters would know that the robot isn't the one that stole the stone. The guy stole the stone. The robot was given the stone to hide. I'm saying your character knows that.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you wouldn't walk away. You wouldn't walk away from everything thinking he's the one that stole the stone.
Okay.
It's like, have you got? Do you guys ever watch Rick and Morty? Do y'all know that show?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay,
I know the show.
you know the Mr. Meeseeks where they hit the button. He's like, Mr. Meeseek, how can I
Yeah.
help you? Think of these guys a little bit like that. Like, take the stone to Furnace's, or take this to Furnace's house. Yes, and that's what they do. Like that. Like they
Okay.
do. They can be commanded things to do, and they go and do it. It's not necessarily that they're. I mean, that's kind of like a Meeksik. Like you could send them on a task. I mean, you may. I'm not saying you wouldn't necessarily think that it couldn't be ordered to steal a stone, and maybe it can do that, but you wouldn't have said, your character wouldn't have said that he's the one that stole the stone. Your character has no reason to believe that he stole that stone. You have
Okay.
reason to believe that he was
I
given
would
that stone by the lady.
I would instead say that he could retrieve the stone afterwards.
Yeah, you may think that. Yeah.
I also know that a lot of the people in my party are lawful good people and don't want to break the rules. So they probably won't agree to it. Conan was like my
if you're-
sidekick for this stuff.
If you're caught murdering, let me see. I mean, I have to look and see what it is. I know, like if you murder one of the upper nobles. I mean, the way she's dressed, she doesn't look like a commoner. I mean, not a. I mean, a commoner like, com, not statistically speaking, not like her. I mean, she
Yes,
looks
I know
like
what you mean.
she's influential. She looks very influential to the area. So if you kill, um, murdering murdering a citizen without justification. I mean, y'all would know this. I mean, like, which they're not going to say if you murder someone to steal a stone from them is justified. That would be death or hard labor. But it could, if you're found out, it could carry the penalty of death. You could be hung and killed.
Well, I don't think she's saying we're gonna kill her.
Yeah,
We're
I
just
wasn't
gonna
gonna
steal the
try and
stone
kill her. I was
back.
just gonna take the stone from her.
Yeah, no, okay, hang on. So theft, and again, as long as you're not caught, burglary is just imprisonment for 3 months. Y'all could do that.
Yeah, I could, go to prison for 3 months and
Tyler
pretend that
can't
I'm
live
not
without her
wanted
instruments.
for
That's
other
if you're
such
caught.
things.
That's if you're caught. So
Yeah, I would definitely not be up for the stealing, but
Ardal's
I
like,
would just
no.
stay at home
Yeah.
and just have plausible deniability of, I
Yeah.
don't know, I didn't go with them, been here studying.
Yeah.
So I won't stop you, but I'm not going to join in.
So what you're saying is you're not an enabler.
So
You're just a bystander.
so the thing that you guys are debating on is either A, helping her get the stone to get the money to help the poor people Waterdeep, or get the stone, take money from her, and then steal the stone back from her, and y'all go after the hoard yourself. That's the two.
Yeah.
Or we could just not give the stone to her. It's up to you guys.
Okay. So then not
Or
give.
we make her give us the 10,000 in advance. We get the stone, we find the treasure,
Yeah.
and she can do whatever she wants with it
Yeah.
afterwards.
Okay.
Aw,
So
I
we
want
have
the stone.
we have get the stone and don't even go back to her at all. Like, go after the treasure. You have do what she's asking. Find the stone, give it to her. Get the 10,000 gold. The money's to help the people at Waterdeep. Or B, give the stone to her, get the money, and then steal the stone from her and go get the treasure. Those are the three options. So let me do this just for the sake of time.
Or,
So
I mean, like,
yeah, go ahead.
the other one option I just said is ask her and just be like, hey, you want the money, pay us up front, we'll get the stone, we'll find the money, and then we'll give it everything over to you at the end of it.
Okay, so let me run. Okay, Celine, you're
So,
saying to ask
basically,
her to
like,
pay
we
you
don't
up front.
trust you, we don't trust you to act, like I don't trust her to actually give the money to the poor people like she's saying. We don't know. She might give us $10,000 a piece, then go and
Okay,
grab
so
loot the
Celine,
stone and
Celine.
take all the money for
All right,
herself.
so where? Okay, so you're questioning her motives. So just remember that when I get back to you. So we'll do that. You question her motive. Ty Lee, what did Ty Lee want to do?
Um, she'll figure it out later.
Okay, so Ty Lee is kind of go with the flow. All right, so Kara, what are you leaning towards?
So, due to Thor being a god of the common man, Kara would actually be
Like a righteous girl
inclined to. Yeah, he's
to
chaotic
help?
good, but he actually fights for the common man and
Oh
all of
yeah,
that.
that's what it sounds like.
So,
It's yeah, that's the exact scenario. It sounds like that's what she wants to do. She wants to get the horde not for the upper end of Waterdeep, but to give that to the poor people Waterdeep. That's the plan. So yeah,
yeah, so
yeah,
so Kara would be keen on
to go.
helping.
Yeah, do the plan. Okay. All right, Lockett. I think you. So Lockett, you're where did you end up? You wanna
I wanna. I
steal it
kind
from
of
her?
agree with Celine, where she gives us the money up front, and then we just go and take however much money we want after we find it.
Okay,
I'm
so
okay with that too.
then we'll say you're uh suspicious, I guess. Of
I'm
her.
not really suspicious of her. I just want the most amount of
Yeah,
money.
she doesn't care about her motives. She just wants
Okay.
money.
So
Yeah.
Ardal, where would Ardal be in all this?
I'm with Kara.
Okay. All right.
Want to help
So
her, and
of
sounds good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So
Tylee is the tiebreaker.
of the you. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So right now, Tylee, you've got two that want to help the poor people water deep. You got two that want to get as much as they can get any way they can get it.
No, I'm not saying I don't want to help the poor.
Oh,
I'm saying I don't think she wants to help the poor.
okay. So do you want to? Okay, so then let's do the. So Tylee, if you're still kind of in the middle and you don't want to be the one to make the decision, Celine, why don't? Yeah, go ahead.
Eileen thinks she's being underpaid for $10,000 when there's that much money that she hasn't had her whole life, and that she's getting a cut of 10,000 that won't last her
No,
like a couple of
you're
years.
getting 10,000 each. Each.
Still.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. So
No, it's she 100% understands that it's a good amount of money.
yeah.
Mhm.
What she is saying, what Selena believes, is that this woman wants to hire us to get the stone, and then she is going to go find the money
Yeah.
and just use it for herself.
Okay. So let's say this that you
She's not actually gonna
for,
use it for
yeah.
the
So
poor.
so for the sake of getting a roll in there, let's just say at some point you sort of step off and kind of ask her, sort of like Tylee did, and give me an insight check.
Alright, which one, you little shit's gonna give me a good
Yeah,
roll?
and give me and don't forget to add your what's insight. You got to add your mod to it.
Yeah, I already got.
So
Yeah, it's a
whatever you
20, dirty
what,
20.
all right, dirty 20. Okay, hang on. Okay, let's see.
Tylee would like to take some money for herself before she brings back some.
So when you look at her and you're basically sort of being like, you're Celine is very suspicious of her, and the he and when you look at her, she has a little bit of a different answer for you, and she says, so you are suspicious of that, but she says to you, actually, I may need to, let me, Celine's character would be suspicious, but you do believe you're suspicious of the true intentions,
Yeah.
but you do walk away from that believing that that she in fact would give you 10,000 gold. You're
Okay.
not Tylee. You have no suspicions, but you understand what I'm saying. You're
Yeah.
suspicious of her intentions,
She's definitely gonna pay us,
but
but
you do
she's
yeah.
probably
Tylee
not
doesn't
gonna give it
care
to the
about
poor.
her. She
You
just wants enough money for her to live the rest of her life.
so keep in mind, guys, as you hear this, there's certain things that like Celine, like on Tylee, your Kylie's character, you believe it to be 100% straight there. Celine is right to be suspicious, but you do walk away with the now if anybody wants to, if y'all all want to roll it, we can roll it real quick and I'll just tell you, like maybe for the sense that so if y'all want to, um Kara, you can give me an insight check, because I mean I'm assuming at some point you guys are gonna be talking to each other, so there's two camps, one of you believe it and one of them
Okay.
don't. So she's
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah,
so
Celine
yeah,
will definitely get
let
that.
I
Like,
mean,
let's
I
yeah,
already
she's
had an
gonna
let's
give
roll
us.
that
insight
out.
episode
Yeah, let's
She's
that
gonna give
said
us
that
the
she
$10,000, but she ain't giving this money to the poor. I guarantee you
yeah, so
that.
let's do a contested roll to see how your characters would side on this thing. Okay,
I think Tylee did that already.
who? Kylie?
I
Tylee
already did
did.
that already,
Yeah,
and
no,
I
yeah,
believe her.
no, right. No, Tylee believes. Celine doesn't believe, but Celine does believe you'll get to 10,000. Tylee, you believe straight up as presented. Um, the
Based on the insight check,
yeah.
yes.
Okay, so Kara, give me an insight check.
22.
Okay, let me. Jeez, hang on, I gotta look this up real quick because I know that sometimes.
Tylee believes that, but she still wants more money for herself.
Yeah, hang on. Let me. Uh,
Yeah. Like, good. I'm glad you want to give the money to the poor. I'm the poor.
Kara, can you help me remember? Help me remember that you got a 17, or I mean, you got a. I got a. I got a 17, but I got to see what I got to add to it. You got a 23. Can you remember that? And any who else didn't? Lockett didn't roll, and Ardal didn't roll. So can you guys roll?
Lockett is not going to make a roll for this. She's just gonna blindly trust that she does
Yeah, that's
indeed
fine.
want to pay for everything she says.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
I got a nat 20 plus 2, so 22.
Okay. All right. So all right. So Kara, let me. I was like, Kara, you do believe the story is presented. Um, let me roll for Ardal here.
As what
Ardal,
stories?
Ardal, you are suspicious of the story. So Ardal's character is suspicious of the story, but you do believe the concept of the cause. Like your because your character, you're a righteous character, right?
Mm-hmm.
Think of it like you're suspicious of her intentions,
Mm-hmm.
but some good can come of this. Your character would, you're suspicious of that. I don't know. Think of somebody like giving out food to the homeless, but they got a big sign up that says "Elect me." You know, like clearly they're feeding the homeless to be elected, but
Mm-hmm.
they're feeding the homeless. So that's a little bit how you're walking away with this. You think her intentions are not pure,
Mm-hmm.
but the concept is pure. So that's where so Kara believes completely. Tylee, you believe completely. Lockett, you chose to believe completely. So Celine and Ardal are suspicious of it. So
I mean, Tylee still doesn't want to do it.
oh yeah, no,
Like,
yeah, no,
Tylee
yeah,
wants more
yeah,
money for
yeah.
herself.
Just
That's
because you
the
believe
deal.
it doesn't mean you have to do it. Yeah, you may
Okay.
believe her, but you may be like, no, I don't want to do that. I want to go play and make gold when they throw money at me. That would be legitimate. Okay, so now knowing where you are in your characters. Okay, so is anybody not? So basically, what's being offered is when you bring the stone to her at the theater, she will give you 10,000 gold for the stone that she intends to use to find the money and uh, give it to the poor people Waterdeep. Some of you believe her intentions. All of you believe that she, in fact, will pay up, though. You have no reason to believe. None of y'all have a reason to believe that won't happen. So, Celine, what do you want to do?
Get her to pay the money up front, grab the stone, and tell her we'll find the treasure and let her know when we get it.
So every instance of asking her to pay up front, you're that's like a actually I kind of jumped a little bit head here. Your characters do not know the location. If you're not going to agree to take her up on it, y'all don't know the location of it. So she actually tells you that after. So you don't your character don't know that. I didn't know you guys were like not
Well,
going
no,
to.
yeah, but nobody. I don't think you gave us the location yet, have you? I didn't remember hearing it, but
Oh yeah, well I guess it's true because I didn't actually tell you. I just said you know where it is. So I guess I could deem that you don't know where it is. So right now y'all don't know. She knows where you need to go, but she hasn't revealed. I mean, Xanathar has lots and lots of places. It would take you guys a lifetime to fumble through his places, and you probably would die. So you need to know the specific location. So that's kind of thing. She's not gonna just give you the money and hope that you guys go do that. you know. She did tell you what is. I mean, you know that. So there's an element of trust on her part that y'all aren't gonna take the stone and run. So there's a little bit of a give and give here. If y'all take the stone and run, then she doesn't get the stone. So you could, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you do have a little bit of a collateral. I mean, you got the stone.
yeah.
So,
All right.
I mean, you may not, I mean, maybe you wouldn't do it, but I mean, I'm assuming if you guys are talking back and forth, she's kind of presenting that to you. There's a level of trust you have to have with me, but I have to have a level of trust with you that you will, in fact, return the stone to me. What would I have other than your word? If
An insurance down payment.
by the nature of me giving you the location of the stone, and she if you guys are kind of going back and forth, she kind of steps back and goes, maybe you aren't the adventurers I was looking for. Yeah. I mean, so she's not gonna give you.
Don't seem like you got a lot of other adventures lining up.
And she goes, she's like, well, I can go on Christopher's Roll20 group, and I, no,
I can go to Night Realty and he'll have plenty.
Yeah, Night Realty. They got lots of it. So basically, no, I mean, so yeah, I mean, there's a level of trust. She would give you the exact location of where this would be, trusting that you guys are going to in fact bring the stone back to her. If you want to, I mean, she told you the amount. So I mean, I don't really know any particular reason. You can. I mean, I don't want to force you to do something you don't want to do, but I don't necessarily know why your character would the knowledge of where this is could be potentially worth 500 gold pieces. So would your character pass that up over like
Locket's gonna whisper in Celine's ear, just kind of like pull her sleeve down and like motion for you to get on my height because I'm only 3 feet tall.
Ardal can let you borrow her stilts.
And I'm just gonna say, we could always just, take the information and not give her the stone.
Yeah, that's a real possibility.
Yeah, I just prefer to have the money up front if I'm going to go somewhere and die. But all right, let's do it.
Okay, so anybody not going? Anybody like going to go back to the? Now, are you Lockett? Are you and Celine kind of having the stealing thing? Like, I don't know. I mean, in character, I don't know if the other folks are necessarily going to go along with y'all stealing it. So I don't know if you're letting them know
just saying
that's amongst y'all.
I told everyone that plan, and if they don't agree to it, I know I can't pull it off by myself, so I'm not going to attempt it.
Right, but take what you
so
can.
I would need their agreement.
I think now the
plan now is to just get the information from her, and then we can discuss whether we want to go for the treasure ourselves or if she wants to pay us. If we want to do that instead.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me run real quick down. So here's what she's offering. She's offering if you will go to the location she's willing to give you, and get the stone and return it to her, she will then give you 10,000 gold. Any
Yeah.
other thing beyond that, there's no roll for it. That's the choice. So let me go real quick and let me know if
Yeah.
you. Now, you may be doing something else, but for the sake of right now, I need to know if you're. So, Celine, are you in?
Yeah.
Okay, Tylee, are you in?
Yeah.
Okay, Kara.
She's in.
Okay, Locket.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and Ardal.
Oh, yep.
Okay, so y'all, as far as she knows, y'all agreed to it. And you're gonna do as the lawful good people. That's what she thinks that. She doesn't think you guys.
Oh,
She doesn't believe you guys are not gonna come through. So then she reveals to you,
okay.
and now you do know the exact location of this cellar complex where she believes Xanathar's people has taken this and you now know where it is. She also looks at you and she says, um, "From the looks of the blood, this just happened." And she says, "I implore you to go quickly, because I don't think they're going to keep it there long." So she's like, so I mean, this whole conversation you guys had didn't take very long. It took us an hour, but it only took your characters about a few minutes. So so she's like, "You better go. If you're going to get it, you better go quickly, without hesitation." Because she knows the location now, but that may not be the location, like, an hour from now.
Kara will encourage the group to start moving.
Yeah. Okay, so are you guys gonna go?
Yep.
You bringing the apple cart, or
No apple cart. What was the location again?
well, you guys know where it is. It would take you roughly about maybe 30 minutes to get there.
Tylee will grab some apples for pocket apples.
Sure. Okay.
Watching Tylee steal apples, Lucky just opens her bag back up and just fills it with apples. It's like, I guess we're doing this now.
So if you guys go, then approximately 30 minutes later, you guys come to. Let me see here. Okay. Um, it's weird. What's weird about this is it goes all over the place. Like, there's all kinds of different. So as you guys go, you're able to um, navigate, and you can see this. You can see this place where. You can see the place. Now, this isn't like a sewer grate, where you have like a sewer grate and you climb down in. This is sort of like an entrance door. Like, you go in the door and there's some steps. When you guys go, as you guys get there, you can see this door, and in the lower left hand corner of this sort of entryway, you can see etched in the stone a circle with little spokes, and there's this sewer entrance door. So
Should be fun getting back in the sewers.
Oh, I'm
Hopefully
wearing
there's
my good
no
boots.
hopefully there's no more archers inside the wall.
so let me here we use let me use this. I'll use our little map that we have here, just to kind of know. So let's say this little this indentation here is a sewer door, and then let me know. Here's the door. This is where you guys been looking, and let me know where your characters would be in relation to that. So who would be?
Like going into the door?
Yeah, who's? I need like a marching order and where you guys are.
Yeah, I assume it's like a single file line.
Yeah, it doesn't appear to be locked or anything. I mean, it's a city, again, not a sewer grate, but like a metal, like a metallic door that like all one piece, and the door handle itself is one piece.
If nobody's volunteering to go first, I will send my rat in first and go in behind my rat.
Okay, so let's so
I
help me.
think the rat should go first and check for traps.
Does the rat? Okay, let me put the rat here. Okay, where? All right, who's next?
I can't check for traps.
Everyone can check for traps. It's just a matter
Obviously,
of if you're
if
good
you have
at it or not.
a metal rat just going in front of us will set off whatever traps happen to be there.
Yeah, just have the
So
rat
mean
run
to
through.
my poor rat.
Is what I meant
Now,
by check for
what all
traps.
can the rat do? Anything? Does he have full ability like a person? Like he can open doors and run. I mean, you can just send him in.
Yeah.
I'll go in behind the rat.
Okay.
It can move its hand like this, basically. So if it's like a doorknob, it can open and push down the doorknob and then push the door open.
Maybe Tylee will go fuck it if you want to say. Excuse me.
Okay, so who?
I guess you could swear.
Okay, so
If,
who?
and just
I'm
go
behind my
first
rat, by the
to
way.
Save your
I
rat.
don't know what everyone's lineup. It looks funky to me. Why am I off to the side? I would
If you
be
want to
behind my
save
rat.
your rat, Tylee is willing to go first.
Okay, so who's going first? Y'all tell me. Here, just
give me
give me
the
a
rat.
margin. The rat is opening the door.
I can fix if my rat breaks down. I can fix it. So
Here.
I'm not like super concerned. I'm just not, willing to sacrifice
Yeah,
it.
let me do this just so I know where you
For
guys
no
are.
reason.
Right now, from what you characters told me, the rat is standing at the door. Who's next to the rat?
I'm standing right next to it
All
because
right,
it's
so
my
that's
rat.
Lockett. Okay, and who's? All right, and Tylee, you're standing there. All right, at that point, you guys, there's a wall. After Tylee, so y'all would either have to, you'd have to be like to the right. Yeah, that's fine, Ardal. Yeah, Tylee, you could be there. All right, Ardal's beside Tylee. All right, and then who's? Celine, where are you at?
Selena will bring up the rear.
Okay, and then Kara, where are you? Oh, so Kara, I don't know if you can see roll 20, but there's a door, and they're about 15 feet in a line in front of the door, and to the right, Ardal is there, and then Celine is there. So I don't know where you might want to be in that marching order.
Wherever, it's fine.
Oh, she said, Kara, we gotta wake her up. Kara, wake up. We're almost done. Kara. Yeah. So where in the marching order would you want to be?
It doesn't really matter.
Okay. All right. So we'll say you're in the rear. Okay. So all right. So then okay. So he does have the ability to like reach and open a door and all that. He has mechanical ability to maneuver a door like anybody.
His hand can move like this. And he has like claws that look like
maneuver
this.
to open the door. The maneuver to open the door would be a like.
He doesn't have the ability to twist his wrist. It's just an up and down motion.
If he can't twist the wrist, he would not be able to open this door. It's a handle.
I'll reach to the door through him, hopefully. And
well, he can. He can stand. He'd have to step to the side and let you reach in and open. It's. I think we're making too big of a deal. It's a door. It's a metal door.
Hey man, that's what I thought about the church, and then I took 4 points of damage. So.
Okay. All right. So he goes.
I guess I'll open the door.
All right. When you open the door, you can see that there are stairs leading down, and there's a plaque directly across the door, and you are able to make out that it reads and says. You are able to make out that it says. Sewer access authorized city officials only, and everybody roll me a dexterity saving throw. So just real quick, I just need to know what that is. So, Celine, what did you get on your dex save?
Got a 9.
And everybody roll that. So when I get to you, you can just tell me what it is. All right, what'd you get, Celine, on your dex save?
9.
9. Okay, and Tylee?
7.
All right, and Kara?
She got a 14.
All right, and Lockett?
21. Should I also roll for my robot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I just got a higher one. I just got a 19 instead of a 7. I rolled it again.
What'd the rat get, Lockett?
13.
Okay, and Ardal?
8.
8. Okay. So 9, 7, 14, 13, 21, and 8. Okay. Thank you guys for
I had
playing.
7.
Yeah, I got you down. Tyler, you had
Oh,
7.
okay, got it.
Thank you guys for playing. Y'all can say goodbye, and we'll end it there for tonight.
Wait, what happens?
We don't even get to know what happens.
Nope. Okay.
Come on, man.
Thank you for playing. That's the end of the adventure.
Thank you,
We just killed the
guys.
entire party.